Yo, chat, what is good? How we doing? How are we doing tonight? We are back once again. Game number 5, watch party. I missed game 4. No, I didn't. I missed game 3. My bad. Missed game 3. Made it to game 4. Don't really remember much of game number 4. It was a little bit of a back and forth game. I know we were tied in the third period, and then Jordan Staal out of goddamn nowhere with possibly the most lucky Stanley Cup final goal I've seen in a while. Bro was falling backwards and just batted in over the glove of Carter Hart. That's the ball game. And now here we are, all tied up at 2. Pivotal game number 5 back in Carolina. Man, if Vegas somehow loses this game and ends up losing the series, they are never going to hear the end of it, man. Especially Mitch. After coming out to the media before the Cup Finals even started saying, well, if we win, those dark times, they're coming out. I'm going to tell all of y'all about those dark times. How we doing, chat? Should have asked you, are you rooting for anyone in the series? I don't mind seeing Mitch Marner raise Lord Stanley. I wouldn't really have much different feelings regardless of who wins. But it would be cool seeing Marner win the Cup. Leaf fans would be in shambles. That'd be a great day for me. So I'm going to go Mitch, and I'll go Vegas. Over, under... from 8 until puck drop. Listen, they told us puck drop. It comes at 8:15, chat. 8:15 p.m. EST. That is when they're dropping the puck. So we're roughly 12 minutes away. Finals time, baby. This is the Stanley Cup final. It is a Stanley Cup final. You guys realize that or not? We're in the Cup finals right now, boys. There will be a guaranteed game number 6 back in Vegas, I think on Saturday. Chat, when is game 6? Saturday? Who do I think is going to win tonight? I'm going to take Vegas. I'll take the Golden Knights. They're going to have a bounce-back game. I think they play better than what they did in game number 4. They weren't great, chat. Let's be honest. They were not great. Boosie had an average game. Didn't face a ton of shots. Through large stretches of that hockey game, I think Carolina low-key kind of dominated. Yo, I love your videos. Thank you, bro. Who's taking Nurse? I think San Jose or Pittsburgh, one of the two. They got a bunch of salary cap. The Sharks especially do not have really any good defensemen. Darnell will be like, what, their second best D-man? Who is the number 1 defenseman on San Jose? Like Orlov? Dmitry Orlov right now? We don't want Nurse? Yeah, you do. You don't have any D. And you also have a shit ton of cap space. You're not a Stanley Cup contending team for the next 4 years anyways. You watch, it's going to go either to San Jose or Pittsburgh. I'm predicting one of the two. What's up, Hasta? What's up, dude? How you doing? Game 6 is Sunday, if necessary. Game 7 will be next Wednesday. Wait, what? Sunday? Oh, no. What are they doing on Sunday, Chad? I thought we were going Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Well, I guess maybe the NBA Finals is on that night. Yeah, NBA's on that night, I guess. Damn, so Sunday, we got a 2-day wait? That's crazy. What a comeback from the Knicks. That was crazy, man. I don't even understand like how it happened. Obviously, the Spurs, if you're up 30, you have to give away the game to end up losing that. No movement clause on Nurse. No, there is. He gave Edmonton a 3 to 5 team list on the teams that he would go to. Don't know who's on that list, but hopefully San Jose will be one of them. 2-day break because of the NBA Finals and the FIFA World Cup. Fuck the FIFA World Cup, man. I don't give a bollocks. We're near the end of the regular, not even the regular season. We're nearing the end of the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't care about no goddamn soccer. Huh? What team is my favorite right now? Edmonton. Don't watch basketball, but I heard it was a choke job. Bro, it was the biggest collapse in NBA Finals history. They were up by 30 at halftime, and they blew it. They were up by 20, I think, in the fourth quarter, too. And then they ultimately blew that as well. Is my real name Pekka? No, my real name is not Pekka. That would be crazy. Can you imagine? No offense to Pekka Rinne, but I'm a soccer fan. Don't care. Oilers will have way more cap space if we get rid of Nurse, yeah? That is 9.25 mil off the books. That is exactly what we need. Listen, Regardless of the Darnell Nurse trade, I'm not expecting a lot in return. We're probably going to have to attach a draft pick, to be honest. I'm more so thinking addition by subtraction. Remove Nurse's contract. That'll give us more money to go out there. Give us some flexibility to bring some guys in. Maybe, potentially a goaltender. We'll see. But, listen, the first thing I do every single time I take over Edmonton as GM, I'm getting rid of Darnell Nurse and that shitty-ass contract, man. Shitty-ass contract. I think we get draft picks if we trade. Well, yeah, but we might still have to attach a pick just to take that contract. I passed out watching this on my new phone. What is up, Aiden? How you doing, buddy? If the NHL tries to compete with the NBA and FIFA, they won't win. Well, obviously. The NHL really can't compete with anybody. Besides, like, the lower-level promotion side of things. I mean, Sunday, they're going to be competing with the White House. The UFC card at the White House is Sunday. So, good luck to NHL and the ratings. Stanley Cup could potentially be presented. Whoever wins this game is going to have an opportunity at it. I'm hoping we get a Game 7, chat. I think 7 games would be fair for this series. I think it deserves 7 games. His contract, along with Huberdeau's, in competition for worst contracts? Yeah. It's not even the fact that Darnell is just like an AHL caliber defenseman. He just makes way too much. If he was making like 4 to 6 mil, you wouldn't really hear anybody complain, right? It's the fact he makes 9.25. That's crazy. Game 7, Mitch Marner, ultimate test. That would be the greatest test of all time. White House setup looks sick, bro. It does. It looks insane. They showed sneak peeks and pictures of it. It looks insane in the night. They could, basically, it's under like a big-ass claw. And they have the White House in the background, and it's all lit up. It looks insane. Also, chat, Nikita Kucherov, Hart Trophy winner. How do we feel? W or L? What do we think? Haven't been in your server for 2 years? God damn, brother, where you been? You been under a rock? Is Babcock confirmed? No. Okay, chat, here's some news on Mike Babcock. So, if Edmonton were to hire Mike Babcock, the NHL would then go ahead with the investigation back in 2023 with Columbus. So, they're not going to do it unless he gets signed to a contract and gets hired by Edmonton. So not only that happens, like you sign Mike Babcock, you hire him as your next new head coach, the NHLPA and their investigation could conclude that he's not allowed to coach. So that definitely throws a wrench into whatever the hell Oilers management had him planned, which hopefully will be a good thing in the end. We don't end up hiring Babs and we go after somebody else. Some rumors on Daryl Sutter, but obviously my first choice would be Bruce Cassidy. That's the guy I wanted from the beginning. We'll see. Maybe after the Cup Finals, Vegas will stop giving a shit and allow him to speak with other teams. We'll see. I don't know. Oilers just created a big PR issue. PR issue. Get out of here, dude. I don't think they give a bollocks. They don't give a donkey's ass about PR. What is PR going to do? They hired Stan Bowman. They traded for Evander Kane when his value was at an all-time low and everybody hated him. Nobody cares about PR. No woke cancel culture bullshit. Listen, this is a team that's trying to win, albeit stupid move going after Babs, in my opinion. Scumbag human being, and honestly, a little bit of an overrated head coach. He won with an all-star team in Detroit in 2008. And then, I mean, you're really going to credit him to the success of Team Canada? One of the greatest teams ever assembled? I don't know. Babcock hasn't coached in 7-8 years. Yeah, he got fired in 19. I think it was like November of 2019 is when the Leafs booted him. So, yeah, it's been a while. I kind of fear that the game has passed him by. And I already was of the opinion that he was a little bit of an overrated head coach. He's a solid coach. Like, he knows what he's doing, but he's also a dickhead. A scumbag human being. November 19th, 2019. Wow, last time he coached an NHL game. That's over 7... It'll be over 7 years. Actually, no, it'll be just under 7 years if he does get hired. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, man. Please. Anybody else. I say that and we'll go after a rookie head coach like Joe Pavelski. Babcock is a terrible person. Yeah, he's a dickhead, man. Next day, he was fired. Didn't they win that game too, Leaf fan? I'm pretty sure they won that game. I should make a video between Ottawa and Toronto. Whoever does better in 10 years, win the video? What do you mean? Just like simulate 10 years? I don't think nobody's going to pick him to coach. Too much baggage. I mean, Edmonton was going after him. They said, that's our guy. The issue is they have to hire him, and then the NHL will investigate. They're not just going to investigate beforehand. So that just creates a whole nother layer of this where you could hire the guy, bring him on, and then the NHL decide, yeah, he's not coaching. Then you have to go back out and try to struggle to get another head coach. So hire Pavelski, yeah, no thank you. I don't think a rookie head coach is going to lead a cup contending team to the championship. Don't think that's a smart idea for a veteran group that wants a veteran voice. Joe Pavelski, his only coaching history, chat, is with his son. He's like AAA team. I just can't believe he's still getting opportunities. Is it that really much of a shock, dude? How many chances has other coaches have? I mean, the NHL just seemingly recycles the same head coaches over and over again. Think of all the jobs John Tortorella has had, and he just continues to get fired and then rehired somewhere else. Somebody's got to count it. All the spots that he's been at. How many teams has he coached in the league? It's been a lot. I don't think Vegas will let Cassidy go not to a divisional rival. Maybe. Don't worry, Vegas will get their payback one day. Listen, teams are going to do the exact same thing to them. Don't worry. Do not worry. When they're going through a rebuild, everybody else will be laughing, including me. Sad part is, Torts already said he's done with Vegas after the season. Yeah, he's probably not coming back, which is weird. You would think if you win the cup, you'd want to come back, right? 5 that I know of? Only 5? Really? I would have guessed more than that. Just join your Discord chat. If you're not in the Discord, what are you waiting on? The link is pinned in the chat. We are about 2 minutes away from puck drop. Maybe 1 minute away. Players are lining up in the tunnel. I'm ready to go. There's a shortage of good head coaches. I don't even know if there's a shortage. Guys just are not getting the opportunities because the NHL just recycles the same guys that we've had for the last 20 years. Like, the younger guys are not getting the opportunity. A majority of them, right? Some of them do. What about Berube? Fuck no, please. I would rather Mike Babcock than Craig Berube. No. Please, no. I do not want Berube. No. If Craig Berube is our next head coach, if that's the guy, I've given up, man. I've lost all hope. Berube's philosophy contradicts with McDavid's play style. He doesn't fit the team, right? His coaching style does not fit our hockey team. It's not helping us the way that we are constructed as a roster to play to our strengths. All right, why is Ron McLean still talking? Let's drop the puck here, buddy. Oh, dear God. I'd like to smack that bald-headed bastard. I should sim 10 years. I would like to watch that. Well, I'm doing something somewhat similar, but you guys will see what's going on there. All right, the players are hitting the ice now, chat. If you didn't already, make sure to vote. The poll is live. Who takes game number 5? And drop your score prediction. Who wins tonight? And what is the score going to be? The year he won a cup was simply hot goaltending, yeah. They were also in dead last that season, right? And then they rode a hot rookie goaltender into the playoffs and never looked back. I think today will be the least scoring game in this finals. Okay. I mean, 4-3 was last game, right? That is still 7 goals. What was game number 2? I think game 2 was somewhat lower scoring. Games 1 and 4 were crazy. I can't believe I had food poisoning last Saturday, chat. Oh, man, that would have been a game and a half. 5-3 last game, empty netter, right. My bad. My prediction, 7-6 Carolina. No shot we're getting that many goals. 3-2 Vegas, 1-0 Vegas, 4-3 Vegas. We're getting a lot of Vegas wins tonight, huh? They are currently winning the polls 61%. Interesting. Who is the funniest player to watch in the NHL? Funniest? I don't know, Chad. Who would you guys say? I don't really think any players are funny. I mean, some players are, like, funny bad. Like watching Darnell Nurse turn the puck over and just make a boneheaded decision with the puck. Or away from the puck. I wouldn't recall that funny, though. I'm pretty mad as an Oilers fan. Used to be Avery because he was a clown. Yeah, Sean Avery. He had his antics. We don't really have guys like that in the league anymore. Players kind of play pretty similarly. Evan Bouchard turnovers. Yeah, I mean, this year they were way down compared to prior seasons. Thoughts on Shane Doan? I think his kid's going to be better than him. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like the next generation always will have more skill. All right, chat. Remove your hats. Rise for the singing of not my national anthem, but the United States national anthem. Well, I got one in the cup. I had Vegas in 6, so they cannot lose another game. Should be fun. Connor McDavid is the best player to watch, in my opinion. Oh, easily. Not even close. As far as, like, excitement, there's not another guy that can take over a game like McDavid. With his pure speed and skills, every time he's out there, he's making something happen. What happened to 8:15 puck drop? They lied. Those bastards lied to me. Even the NHL, when they knew what time the puck was dropping, they were still late. 3 minutes late. Crazy. Who's in net for Carolina? Boosie is in goal. They're not going with Freddie Anderson, although I think he did dress today. I don't think he scratched like game 4. Game 4? I was going to say game 5. My bad. I will predict Marner scores twice. I don't think so. Carter Hart, 16 goals in 4 games is brutal. Both goalies have been pretty bad, Chad. Boosie's been average. He only played 1 full game, but this has not been a goaltending duel in the slightest. Which team is the best? I mean, that's why we're watching. To find out what team is better, right? We're going to find out here in the next 3 possible games. Thought I saw Kochekov, but I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure either. Not 100% on that. They have David Aries. Yeah, as the E-Bug. David Aries drove to the arena, chat. What does he got to be, like 45 now? 47 years old? That was 7 years ago, chat. That man is old. He was old then. Wasn't he in his, like, his mid-40s? I think he was in his mid-40s. I don't know. Land of the free and the home of the brave. Boosie has a 900 save percentage. Yeah, he was very average. I mean, didn't face a lot of shots, allowed 3 goals. Got beat clean a few times. I don't know. I wouldn't say he really was spectacular in that game. He was 42, so he's 49 now. Nice. I don't think David Aries is showing up, chat. I don't think that's going to happen. All right. Series is tied at 2. We are back in Carolina. Been a minute. We're locked in. Popping in to say hi out of the middle of nowhere. Have fun, Justo. You think you can do this video idea trading Matthews to Montreal? The Canadiens? Maybe. I'll probably do a few more on McDavid trading videos. Just destination spots that he could potentially go to that I would deem interesting. All right, Boosie up against none other than Carter Hart. Chat, drop the score predictions. I'm going to take a 4-2 Vegas win. I think 4-2 would be a solid bet. Dobich, best goalie this playoffs. And Marner, best player. That's my opinion. I mean, maybe. You could say, though, at the end of the conference finals that Freddie Anderson was the best. He just hasn't had a great cup finals. It's weird because, like, Dobish, he's not still playing. His play level can't go down. It's kind of like immortalized into what he did in the postseason, albeit he was great. Alrighty, we are underway. Game number 5 is a swing game. Whoever wins this hockey game will officially be 1 win away from winning the Stanley Cup on Sunday night. Lord Stanley will be in the building, in attendance. But right now, we're in Carolina, and we got to decide this series. We are deadlocked at 2 right now. It was a solid effort in game number 4 by the Hurricanes. I think they controlled a majority of that game. Carter Hart wasn't great. Boosie was average. Mark Stone had a breakaway goal despite being slow as shit. So we shall see. Starting lineups are still on. Nikolai Ehlers is going to take his time. Vegas already getting in on the forecheck. Let me lower my seat a little bit. Jackson Blake. He's going to stop up at the blue line and loses the handle on that puck. Carlson just flicks it down. You ever wonder if a player that doesn't make the finals can win the Conn Smythe? Impossible. It's probably like 1,000 times more unlikely than winning the Conn Smythe on the losing team. That's like basically impossible. Carolina's going to dump it in. 1855, 1854, 1853, 1852, 1851. There is your time check. We are locked in. Carlson just takes a shot from the outside. I don't know why he took that shot. It got deflected out of play. Mitch Marner was literally trailing that play high. Like, I don't understand. Seth Jarvis, 1v4 assist on Stahl goal was insane. Yep. Carter Hart made a big stop there. Oh, my God. Jack Eichel just body-checked Jordan Stahl, and there was no call on the play. That's crazy. That was definitely interference. Carolina trying to get that puck out of their own zone right now. Vegas is going to keep it in. Colton Sissons. That's it down low. They got Sissons, Dorofeyev, and Hurdle. So John Tortorella shuffling up the lineup a little bit here in Vegas. Svechnikov chips it off the wall. Going to chase after it. Coughlin back for it. Svech plays it across. Good defensive effort there from Sissons. That was going to be a good pass over. Vegas already throwing the body. Trying to be mean out there on the ice. There we go, Colton Sissons. I'm honestly dying for a fight. We haven't had a single fight in the postseason. I doubt we get one tonight, but that would be the great equalizer to cap off this Stanley Cup final. They're going Nick Dowd, Keegan Kolazar, and who's the other guy right now? Shea Theodore out there on the back end. Vegas, they're going to corral it in the offensive zone. Nick Dowd battling forward along the wall with 17:35 to go. We had Brady versus Stahl. I forgot about that. I'm not going to lie. You're right. We did have that. That was the only fight of the entire playoffs. That is very disappointing. Dowd cycles it down low to Kolazar. Vegas trying to go to work here, protecting the puck, cycling it down low. We'll see who strikes first. I think it was Carolina in game number 4. The Canes are very good at scoring first. Something they've done well throughout this postseason run. We don't have a single shot on net and 17 minutes to go here in the first. Boosie's out to play it. Oh my God, Boosie's a right catching goaltender? I did not know that. You do not see that every day, chat. He reminds me of Le Pecca Pasta. Good dump in there by Sean Walker. Unfortunately, that one's out of play. Need a captain fight. It does show the priority is to win. Yeah. Game has changed. Teams are not really fighting just to fight anymore. Stone's back would go if he fought Stahl straight to the LTIR. Okay, that was hard to read. I can't lie. Haven't seen a right catching in a while. Yeah, it's not common. Not too many active in the NHL right now. As Freddie Anderson is not dressed, chat. It is Pyotr Kochetkov. As Pekka Pasta is secretly in goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. DeAndre Miller. Good breakout feed. Over to Logan Stankoven, the little man that could. Taylor Hall tried to one-touch past that, but he turned it over. A little bit too far ahead of Mitch Marner there. Bad pass by William Karlsson, who got absolutely decked by Sean Walker. Here comes Stankoven the other way. Jackson Blake Tries to feed it into Stankoven. Hall picks it up now. Taylor Hall fires one on Carter Hart. He's going to make that save. Blake now in after it. Overskates that loose puck. Shea Theodore flicks it out, and Carolina's got to regroup. Carolina never actually came out and said Anderson got hurt. Yeah, I don't understand. I think he got hurt, though. Like, I'm like 90% sure. I would be shocked if they just scratched their number one goaltender, right? They would have just demoted him to the backup. They were not going to healthy scratch him. Seth Jarvis had that overtime winner in game number 2. Although all the games I've seen him play, he's been relatively quiet. Missing the net 90% of the time. 15:30 to go. Good job by Barbashev. Hard on the forecheck. Carolina breaks it out. Here comes Jarvis the other way. Stopping up. Tees up to Chatfield, who takes a nice one-timer that Carter Hart's going to stop. That was the best opportunity of the game so far, and the first shot on goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. I have a feeling they're going to win the shot battle again. Something they have done basically damn near every game in this postseason. I think like maybe 2 games in the playoffs. They haven't won the shot battle. Jordan Martinhook now has ascended in deep. Vegas all over it, though. Second, yeah, 2 games out of how many have they played? They've played quite a few. 4 of this series, and then 5 in Montreal, 4 and 4, 8. Okay, I can't do the math in my head right now. I gotta lock in, chat. But I believe the Carolina Hurricanes did not ice the puck. They waved the icing off. Okay. That looked like icing to me. What is my prediction? I had Vegas in 6. That was my official prediction. Shots right now, 2-zip. But we got no score in this game yet. Walker. He's going to send that one off the glass. Theodore bats at it. A little bit of a weird presence early on in this hockey game. Seems like both teams are trying to find their groove, find their footing. That's offside. Yep. Tomas Hertl, that is offside. You can't do that, brother. Typically, they have 100 shots at this point. Yeah. No lie, eh? Wow, Brett Howden got lit up there by Sean Walker. That man got lit up. Does your name start with the letter Z? No. No. I want to see these goaltenders tested, man. I want to see some shots on net. I want to see some defensive breakdowns. 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s. Give me a few breakaways here and there. Fuck it, I'll take anything at this point. That Montreal series, Carolina was shooting anything. They do that all the time, man. Just not on the power play. Anything but power play, they just rip pucks on net. That's their analytical strategy that they love to deploy. And Carolina's going to ice the puck there. 13:59 remaining in the first. I want to see a fight. Me too. I don't think we're going to get one, though. Unfortunately. Confirmed pasta is Zeev Buyum. Am I saying that name right, chat? Somebody told me in my comments a few times that his name is Buyum. I was calling him like Biyum. Yum? It's a weird name. Very weird last name. The face-off win by Vegas, but it hops over the stick of Rasmus Anderson. Good job. Great commentating. Shots are still 2-zip. Good glove down there by Anderson. He's going to keep that puck in play. Mark Stone now. Unable to get that puck in deep. We got Stone, Marner, and Eichel out there on the ice now. As that might be a delayed penalty on the Canes. Let's see. Did that go clean out? I think Nikolai Ehlers is headed to the sin bin, chat.
Ho, ho, ho.
That will be a ho-ho power play for the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's see the replay. Took me 20 minutes to find someone that was streaming the game and not their face, thank God. Yeah, that's clean out, chat. I think that's clean out. It will be a Vegas Golden Knight power play when we return from commercial break. You can't do that, Ehlers. You cannot do that. You're not allowed to. Jack, do they score on the power play? I'll be honest. Both power plays are kind of low-key garbage. I don't rate them very high. Carolina especially. I think Vegas is a little bit better, but they don't really have like a shooting threat on their man advantage. Like, who's their shooter on that power play, chat? Eichel? Eichel's not a shooter. Barbashev? Doro? I think Doro is on there. He rarely gets the puck on the power play, though. They don't give him no touches. None at all. That's how I say his name, too. Booyum. Eichel is washed at this point. I don't know about washed. He is only, what, like 29? I'm not going to go that far. He's just struggling right now. Just struggling a little bit. Pass to win reveal? What reveal? What do you mean? Canes have a 92% PK. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Carolina's penalty kill. Outstanding. Great penalty kill. He's not washed, just struggling. Face? It's in the Discord. If you join our Discord, the link is pinned. My face is in there. I think it should be pinned. I think I got to show you guys a newer picture because I don't really look like that anymore. My face also got a lot skinnier. I got to update you guys. I'll mog you. Who's going to go on Omaga with me? I have a mog off. These bald guys don't look. I got a beautiful set of hair. Thick hair, chat. Thicker than a Snickers. All right, delay of game over the glass. Oh, my God. Carolina easily gets that puck out. Martin Hook. He's going to carry that one in the offensive zone now. Mitch Marner trying to rub him out along the wall. All right, Mitch, let's see the breakout, buddy. He's the last guy back. The defenseman of this power play. Drops it back to Jack Eichel. 1:30 remaining on the man advantage. Give and go. Eichel in. Sliding it across. What a play by Jack Eichel. And the Vegas Golden Knights are going to strike first. That was similar to what the Montreal Canadiens did with Lane Hudson and Cole Caulfield. They took notes from that, I bet. They came in, they used their speed. Jack Eichel got into the outside and then just slid it across to Pavel Dorofeyev. That was beautiful, chat. That was identical. You know what? That's so obvious they took that from the Canadiens. My bad, the Canadians. Because that goal is eerily similar. They attack the blue line with speed. A nice give and go right as they hit the blue line. Beats the defenseman to the outside. And then Dorofeyev's wide open in front of the net. Boosie has no time to react. And it is a 1-0 Vegas lead. Wow. That was a great play, chat. Amazing play. Jack Eichel finally getting going. Uh-oh, here comes Barbashev now driving to the outside and he gets taken down. No call on the play. That was the right call. Right, no call. Taylor Hall, 2-on-1. Carolina in, Hall, waiting, sliding the cross. Oh, he put it in the skates of Keandre Miller. That was a shit pass by Taylor Hall. Man, if you're going to slide that across, you got to put it on the tape. Hall again. Tries to get at the blue line. Brett Howden's going to pick it up. Vegas somehow survived there. That was crazy. They basically got a 2-on-1 out of nowhere. But Hall with the bad pass, and that just straight up busted the entire play. Got to be on the tape. Like I've said many times before, the Carolina Hurricanes are a different team when trailing. They had their comeback in game number 2. We'll see what happens here. Shane Gostisbehere sends that one in deep, and that's going to be icing. That was a shit pass by Ghost. Who scored? It was none other than Pavel Dorofeyev. Hey, Pasta, who's winning the Cup? I got Vegas in 6, so they're going to win the next 2. And win it on home ice. Skorofayev, baby. That was all Jack Eichel, though, chat. Jack Eichel, and then I don't even know who got the secondary assist on that goal. But it was a great give-and-go play. Mark Stone now. He's got some time and space. Drops it off to Mitch. Marner fires one on that rebound. Oh, my. What a stop by Boosie. Mark Stone was all over that juicy rebound, but could not put it home. Vegas looks good now, chat. A little bit of a sluggish start, but they've come alive here. Good save there by Hart. Vegas does have a plan to keep Dorofeyev around, right? I mean, pay the guy. Pretty much all they can do. Slavin puts it in deep. That's going to skip over the stick of Svechnikov. Horrible turnover by Eichel there. Tortorella not going to like that one, but luckily Vegas will clear. I agree with the Hurricanes if they're going to win Game 5. Come on. What? Huh? Your stream is the only way for me to keep up with the game. I appreciate it, Justo. I'm here. I'm here for all of y'all. Here comes the goal scorer. Dorofeyev just fires one on Bussi. He can't glove that one down, though. Vegas now in the offensive zone. Tomas Hertl back to the blue line. Anderson blasting one. That one's going to miss the net. Here comes Hanifin firing one. That one gets blocked by Chatfield. The Golden Knights got some momentum right now. Anderson, he's going to stop up. Feeds it back to the blue line. Hertl with a shot. That goes wide. His fourth line of the Golden Knights going to work in the offensive zone. Carolina regains possession. And they're going to make a line change. Is that a gold symbol beside my name? Yes, you and Aiden both have the gold symbol. That is the final ranking for past the members. Ehlers sliding that one across. Oh my, Stankoven could not get a stick on it. Jackson Blake now getting rubbed off by Rasmus Anderson. Vegas will break it out, though. Here come the Golden Knights the other way. Dorofeyev a little bit too far ahead of him. Nice give and go. Doro in the slot. What a save by Bussi. Brett Howden now. He's going to try to corral that loose puck. 9:50 remaining here in the first. The Golden Knights send it back in deep. What does the gold symbol mean? It's just rankings of like how long you've been a member. There's different colors for how long you've been. I think the gold is 2 years. Pretty sure 2 years is gold. Yeah. Carolina being outshot. It's only the first, but wow, it's 6-2. It's not that far apart. I'm sure Carolina will go on a stretch at some point in this game where they just take over in the O-zone. It's bound to happen eventually, right? Does that mean I finally made something of myself in life besides champion? Or beer champion? And Justo's one of the longest tenured members of the channel, as that is offside at the blue line. It just started. Canes are going to win. It didn't just start, bro. We're already almost done to the first. There's like 9 minutes to go. What are you talking about? 9:12 remaining. Carolina already trailing as we head to a commercial break. You're the only YouTuber that streams a lot that I like, and I don't want to watch the game by myself, so I like watching you. Hey, appreciate it, brother. Thank you. We also do a bunch of NHL live streams. Chat tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're doing Ben. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. ET. We will be live, and we will be making our NHL debut. We'll do Ben tomorrow. Might do something on Saturday. I'm not sure yet. And then Sunday, I think... I think Sunday's the game, right? Sunday night. Would have been nice if Florida had a goalie like Bussi. Oh, wait. Was he there? Was Bussi in Florida? The fans are at least making noise. Carolina's a pretty good atmosphere. Not the best in the league, but it's solid. Definitely solid. I would like to tell that if the Golden Knights, that if they lose, they're going back. Okay. Listen, I really struggle with these non-coherent sentences. It's hard, man. It's easier to read than it is to, like, speak it out loud as you're reading it. Play for us in the preseason this year, but they put him on waivers. Damn, they put him on waivers? And then he has that insane record with Carolina. I mean, the dude only had an .899 save percentage, but his record was insane. No idea how he had that good of a win record. I know he played on a great team, just weird. You would think his individual stats would be better. I don't know. Jack Eichel was firing the one-timers at practice. I don't like the Habs. Why? Because they booted out the Lightning? All right, 9:07 remaining here in the first. Shots are 5-2 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights, and they are up to a 1-0 lead here early on as Carolina will ice the puck again. I can see this series going 7. I hope to God we have a Game 7 back on Wednesday, chat. Game 7 Wednesday would be awesome. Absolutely awesome. It's been a pretty good game so far. This one's been a little bit sluggish, I will say that. I think last game was probably maybe the most boring out of the three that we had before that. But that's not really necessarily a bad thing because the first 3 games were pretty insane. They were pretty nutty. Hasek numbers for a goalie are a thing of the past. Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen Hasek level numbers basically since the 90s, right? Martin Brodeur in the early 2000s. Mark Stone in front of the net. He's going to swing one wide. Oh, my God. Mitch Marner is getting bullied in front of the net right now. Good job by Carolina getting that puck out, though. Keandre Miller hands it off to Eric Robinson as he dumps it in. 8:30 to go. Vegas knows they cannot just sit back on a lead. We're still way too much time remaining. 48 minutes left to go in this hockey game. We got a ton of time, chat. Anderson. Oh, that's McNabb trying to play it up the wall. Nikolai Ehlers swings one on net, and it's in. There it is. A beautiful deflection by the captain, Jordan Staal. And the Carolina Hurricanes are going to tie this game up at 1. Dude, Jordan Staal might just steal the Conn Smythe if they win, chat. With the way he's played in the Cup Finals, he literally might steal the Conn Smythe trophy. That was a beautiful deflection, but a great job by Nikolai Ehlers getting the shot on net. Hard forecheck by Jordan Staal. Ehlers picks it up. He beats McNabb to the blue paint and then puts his stick on the ice for the deflection. It goes over Carter Hart's glove and in the back of the net. That is how you draw it up, man. That is literally how you draw it up. Does Staal win the Conn Smythe, chat? If Carolina wins it? I'm saying yeah, honestly. He would be my pick now with Freddie Anderson kind of out of the picture. I mean, he could go Hall or Stankoven. But with the way that Jordan Staal has played in the Cup Finals, hard to not say him, man. I think he scored in like every game. Turnover. Svechnikov. Nice block there by Rasmus Anderson. Vegas. They're going to flick it out to the neutral zone now. Nasty deflection by Staal. That was disgusting, man. It's so like, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't even know the word. Oh, my God. It is just good looking at a nice deflection in hockey. Has Vegas ever won the Cup before? Yes, back in 2023. They've only been a team since 2017. They won the Cup in 23, made the Cup Finals in 2018. This is their 3rd Cup Finals and potentially their 2nd Stanley Cup in franchise history. Ehlers too? What about Ehlers? That was a good job by Ehlers though, yeah. Made sure that puck did not get deflected. Got it to the front of the net, and Staal just had his stick on the ice. Right place, right time. And a beautiful deflection. McDavid lost to Hart voting by 10 points. Yeah, I think Connor McDavid deserved the MVP this season. Eric Robinson backhands that one in deep. Egan Kolazar can't get to the puck. Robinson again. Back to the blue line. Nikishin keeps it in. They swing it around. Good save by Hart. Gostisbehere now with a shot. There's a rebound. Vegas is kind of panicking. The Carolina Hurricanes applying some pressure. This has been such a back and forth series, man. It's like you go, I go. You go, I go. One team dominates, scores a bunch of goals, then the other team comes back and ties the game up. Literally like a swing series. Hall fires one. That one's going to go wide. Maybe a little bit too much mustard on that one. McDavid deserved it, but Kucherov earned it. I have a hard time saying the MVP also had the best coach and the best goaltender. What a save by Brandon Bussi. And when Hanfin's going to take a shot, that gets blocked. Like, wouldn't by definition that make Nikita Kucherov less valuable? Because he also has the best goaltender and best head coach on his team? I don't know. Turnover on Carolina. Again, what a play. Dorofeyev on the backhand. Good save by Bussi. He is coming up clutch here in the first period. Only one shot so far beat him, and he had no chance on that one. Few good saves so far. 5:40 remaining in the first. Dorofeyev back to the blue line. Coghlan with a shot. Good save by Boosie. Carolina still cannot get that puck out, though. Down low, William Karlsson. Going to protect that puck away from Sean Walker. Carolina finally exits the zone as they are going to dump it in. Celebrini should have had the Ted Lindsay just from what he did on the San Jose team. Bro, how are you going to argue with the Ted Lindsay? The players literally vote on it. That is like the most, arguably the most respected award because it's your peers that are voting. Celebrini should win the Lindsay. Bro, the players decide who gets that, not the fucking fans. Oh my God, you guys still don't know the award definitions? The media, the fans, they have zero impact on that award. All the players have the impact. They vote every single year. So no matter who wins it, there's really no arguing with the Ted Lindsay year in and year out. It's whoever the players deem the most outstanding player for that season. This year, it was Connor McDavid. You could argue Celebrini the Hart, but he also missed the playoffs. So you got to do something crazy to win the Hart Trophy and not make the postseason. Has there ever been a unanimous Ted Lindsay winner? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think Connor McDavid won unanimous for a lot of awards back in 23. Gretzky definitely had a few unanimous ones in there, too. Yeah, I think McDavid in 22, 23. I don't know if it was the Hart or the Ted Lindsay. Maybe even both. One of those was unanimous. These people don't know puck. I mean, I saw it in the comments, too, of every single post where, like, Celebrini robbed. I'm like, bro, do you guys not know the players vote on this? Take it up with the players. Whoever they believe was the most outstanding player, how can you go against them? It's like, what, you know more than the hockey players that are facing these guys every single night? I know that I'm just saying he played on a weaker team and still put up those numbers. Well, you're talking MVP then, brother. You're not talking Ted Lindsay. Your team has zero impact on the Ted Lindsay Award. It's most outstanding player deemed voted on by the players. Vince Dunn is the best defenseman in my opinion. Okay, we got some crazy-ass biases in the chat right now. Vince Dunn, I mean, on your team, yeah, he is the best defenseman. McDavid has won everything but the cup and deserved it. Yep. Only one thing he wants, man. That is Lord Stanley. He'll have his day, chat. I have no second thought, no worries that Connor McDavid will not raise the Stanley Cup in his career. It'll happen. Connor will have his day. All right, 5 minutes to go here in the first. We are back from commercial break. Shots are 7-4. We're all tied up at 1 now. Nick Leddy, best defenseman. That's a throwback name. Is Nick Leddy still in the league? I haven't heard about that guy since he played in the Blackhawks. He played in Chicago, I think. Yeah. Come on, Vegas. Stop icing the goddamn puck, man. Too many whistles. Oh, man. Do we just get rid of icing? Teams don't even care anymore about icing the puck. They don't see it as being penalized for just throwing the puck down the ice. Darnell Nurse is the best defenseman in the NHL. You're not wrong. Nick Leddy's on San Jose. What? Really? How old is Nick Leddy? He's got to be close to 40. That man's been around for a long time. Carolina, they gain possession off of that faceoff. Svechnikov's going to fall. He gets taken down there by Nick Dowd. Vegas battling along the wall to get that puck out. Uh-oh, Butterfingers. It's gone. It's out of the zone. Go, Kolazar. Keegan Kolazar is going to beat out the icing. Good job by Kolazar. 4:27 remaining here in the first. Coghlan. We have 4:20 left to play. Andrei Svechnikov puts it in deep. Martin Hook in after it. He's going to shovel it down to Aho. As the Hurricanes try to get set up. Chatfield. Chatfield, take your time, dude. You had nobody around you. There you go. Walk the blue line. Takes a shot. Good block there by Vegas. The Golden Knights are going to exit the zone. Tomas Hertl. Chips off the glass, and we'll get that one in deep. Pass to Vegas, Ukar. What? Ratko Gudas is the best defenseman. My bias isn't showing. Ratko Gudas. The GOAT, Ratko. Both goalies have been sharp. They have been pretty good so far in this first period. Here comes Mitch Marner. We got a 3-on-2 brewing. Jack Eichel. That was a bad pass by Mitch. Carolina's going to counterattack. Jordan Stahl just sends one across the ice. Didn't get on the stick of Nikolai Ehlers. As Keandre Miller will skate it to the red line and put it in deep. Sam Dickinson, best defenseman. Sam Dickinson was kind of disappointing as a rookie. I'll be honest. We got 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first. Jackson Blake. Dump and chase hockey here by Carolina. A goal right now for either team would be back-breaking for the opposition. Giving up a late goal always is like a momentum killer entering the intermission. Brett Howden lays it back to Carlson. Just tries to put one on net. Tried to do the Jordan Stahl play there. Pavel Dorofeyev. They unload to Anderson now. Back up to the blue line, but Jackson Blake's going to intercept it. All the other way. Just fires it in on Carter Hart. He's going to play the puck with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. I like when a game is close, but it's low scoring. I don't mind it, as long as like the action is fine, right? Like, there's a difference between a low-scoring game where the goalies are shining and we're getting a lot of chances, goals are just not going in, and a game where it's low-scoring and we're not getting a lot of great scoring chances. Those are the games that are kind of dreadful to watch, right? 1:54 to go. Keeshan dumps it in deep. Late stages of this first period. Vegas scored early. Carolina responded. Good job by Coughlin there. Stone, you're under pressure. He does get it out of the zone, though. Aho on the regroup. Over to Miller, who dumps it in. Under 90 seconds to go here in the first. Carolina, the second half of the... Oh, my God. The second half of the period has looked much better than they did early on. They responded well after going down 1-0. They fought hard to get this game tied. Oh, my. We got McNabb falling at the blue line. Luckily, nothing bad happened for the Golden Knights. A little bit of a sloppy finish here. Stone finding Jack Eichel with a shot. That one's going to go wide. Just narrowly missing the net on Brandon Bussi. 1:02 remaining as that is offside. Noah Hannafin could not keep that puck in. You think McDavid could win Lord Stanley if he was on the Lightning, like moving forward or like the past 5 years? When McDavid was on Tampa Bay since like 2020, he's easily got a few Stanley Cups. I'd say 2, maybe 3. Listen, McDavid's never had a goaltender even remotely close to the caliber of Andrei Vasilevsky. Not even close. Joined a little late. What's up, Pasto? What's up, dude? How you doing? We got 50 seconds to go here in the first. Pretty balanced back and forth first period. It was Vegas early on and then Carolina responding. I do have a feeling like we're due for a low-scoring game, like a 2-1 win, 3-1 with an empty netter, something like that, where the goalies actually shine. We've got pretty bad goaltending so far in this Cup Finals, chat. That is going to be a hand pass. Really hope the Oilers can get someone to take that Nurse contract. Yeah, I think they can. I think they will be able to do that. Probably San Jose, maybe Pittsburgh. I'd say one of those teams. Vassie McDavid would be so deadly. And then you're not even mentioning Cirelli, Hagel, Point, Gensel, Kucherov. Like, what? Hedman, Darren Radish, who's somewhat emerged. We'll see what he does next season. Final 15 seconds now. Vegas in the offensive zone. Banging some bodies. Is that icing? Nope. They're going to wait. Or no, they didn't wave it off. That will be icing on the Carolina Hurricanes. Uzbekistan? What about that? Are you John Kiriakou? Oh no, Uzbekistan? If we don't pick Reed, we might get Nurse. I don't think you guys are picking Reed. Take the best player. Take Ivar Stenberg. Brandon Bagel was fun to watch these playoffs. Bro, Hagel was insane. Montreal had their hands full dealing with that guy. Knocking out Uri and just scoring every other game. Best franchise in NHL history. All right, slow your roll there, bud. Not even close. Is that out? That is out. I think the Carolina Hurricanes... No, they're saying it got deflected. Wait a minute. No, it will be a delay of game call on Keandre Miller with 5.8 remaining in the first period. What are you doing, Keandre? I know you're trying to get it out, but goddamn, yep, that is just clear over the glass. A delay of game. Yeah, that puck was bobbling, man. Holy shit. It was bouncing. All right, Vegas is going to get like 5.8 here. Not a lot of time, especially if they lose the draw. We'll see. It'll bleed into the second period. Vegas wins the faceoff. Eichel loses the handle. And we are entering the first intermission, all tied up at 1. As the Vegas Golden Knights are going to have almost 2 minutes of power play time to work with. But those power plays at the beginning of periods don't really go that far, chat. A lot of times. Teams are rusty when they get back out there on the ice and usually do not score. What a boneheaded move. I agree. Although, he wasn't trying to do that, right? He was trying to get it off the glass and out. Just kind of overshot it a little. All right, chat. Rate that period 1 to 10. What are we thinking? Pretty good. Not too bad. I thought it was pretty decent. These are good. Mid-period, 7 out of 10. Wouldn't 7 out of 10 be a little bit above mid, though? Mid would be 5, right? I'll give it a 5 out of 10. That was an okay period. I'm going to need a drink a little bit more. If we're going to get periods like that for the remainder of this game. Lots of players all day. Fresh ice in the PP is a no bueno. I mean, the ice will be... Maybe it won't be wet, but... Usually, guys, when teams head to the power play... into a period, it usually doesn't go well. They're usually out of sync, don't really get set up, don't have time to, and it tends to not really go anywhere. Not falling asleep. Yo, Disney. What is up, brother? Chat, we are going to be live tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. As per usual, we are going to be making our NHL debut with Big Ben. It is time to make our NHL debut. It's time. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. Be here or be square. If I could take a player and a goalie in a Game 7, who would I take? Current or all-time? Players currently or in all of NHL history? Imagine this line. McDavid, McCarr, Natchez, Taves, and McDavid. I mean... I kind of got something like that. That'll be uploaded a little bit shortly. Imagine these guys on the same exact hockey team. The big three. Imagine that. Did you see Darnell Nurse requested a trade? Yeah, requested a trade. Like, bro, we were shopping your ass anyways. The management went to him and said, either you can work with us to find a trade this offseason, or we're trading your ass next year, because his full no movement clause goes to I think a modified no trade clause. Gonna be here every stream now that I'm a member. W. Currently McDavid is the player, obviously, and the goaltender. Either Andrei Vasilevsky or like a Logan Thompson. Pretty high on LT. Have you seen the 7-foot D-man that's going to be late in the draft? I have, yes. EA actually added in the fact that you can make your guys 7 feet tall now, even though you're still capped off at 6'11". Like, you're listed at 7 feet, but the player doesn't get any bigger after 6'11". It's just, again, EA Sports cutting corners. half-assing their product. What is new? In franchise mode, Stuart Skinner wants 11 mil. Bro, they got to fix the inflation in franchise mode. It makes it no fun. Like 10 years in, I got 83 overalls asking for 15 mil. And like the other teams, the computer AI is not smart enough, man. They give these guys that money. And they don't have any decor and barely any goaltending. They have like 4 good players and they're all making like 15 to 20 mil. It's so easy to win Stanley Cups like 10 to 20 years into franchise mode. Because teams are just withered down and not as good as they previously were. Because the AI is not smart enough to actually manage contracts, give guys a little bit less. They give them the max. They sign their top 3 players to monster contracts, and it leaves no money for the rest of everybody. They got to fix it. It's brutal. 83 overall should never ask for like 10 plus mil. We're like 4 decades away from shit like that happening in the NHL, where the salary cap is so big that even like role players are getting 10 plus mil. Kind of crazy. Also, since we are in the intermission, ask me anything. It is officially Q&A time. McDavid of Montreal, imagine. I mean, I did a video on it. He was a Montreal Canadien. A 70, and he asked for 17 mil. Really? You sure about that? I'm calling cap. Lightning fan, straight up capping. Can't wait for goalie to be a pro. Yes, we're going to bring back Pekka Pasta. I got to finish up Ben, though. We got to get him a Stanley Cup in Le Toronto. But we'll be doing a lot more live streaming as the summer approaches. And we don't have any games to do or anything like that. So we'll probably be going like every second day. Something like that. I'll be at the Bendover stream this time. Yeah, 6 p.m. tomorrow, chat. We will be live. And we will be making our NHL debut. No more playing in the minors. I'm done with that. What does it mean, put him on waivers? Okay. So waivers is when a player are on a one-way contract. There's two-way contracts and one-way contracts. Two-way contracts, you can be sent down to the AHL at any time without passing through waivers. Waivers are essentially guys that you're trying to send down to the farm system, which is the AHL, the American Hockey Team, the league lower than the NHL. For whatever reason, you want to send those guys down, but they got to clear waivers to do so if they're on a certain contract. So that means any other team can pick up that contract and that player for basically free and add them to their team. So if you're putting a guy on waivers, it means every other team has an opportunity to grab that guy. If nobody does, then he gets sent down. Perfect example, Cal Pickard. Calvin Pickard this season. Played himself all the way down to the American Hockey League, as he should. Fatherhood is treating me well, Pasta. Good to hear, brother. Good to hear. Classes in session. I mean, hey, I can be a teacher here and there. Carolina or Vegas, I got the Golden Knights in 6. That was my prediction at the beginning of the series. I'm not changing my pick. My pick will not change. I should play Gang Beast. Yeah, I think I'm good off that, bro. Gang Beast. What in the brain rot? McDavid to the Alabama Burger Boys. Yeah, that was fun doing the 82-0 challenge today. Cool game mode. I decided to bring over the talent onto NHL 26. Over the summer, can you play GTA? Yes, I want to play through the campaign again because it's going to be my last time ever doing it. We got Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out soon, so we'll do that over the summer. Maybe even do 4. We'll be playing through that. I'll do some... I want to do Red Dead, so that'll be on the marquee too. But we'll do a bunch of NHL live streams. That's not going anywhere. We got some Be a Pro series to wrap up. And I think we're going to start a new series where we do late night live streams, chat. I'm talking middle of the night, relax, go live, and have some fun. Brodor winning the Conn Smythe was awesome. How many did he get? Did he get 1? Still waiting for the announcement of GTA 6 being delayed. I don't think it is. I think November 19th is going to be the release date. I don't think they're pushing it back anymore. Don't get your hopes up with GTA 6, brother. They are beginning marketing soon, so we'll know. They said summer 2026, they're going to begin the marketing, and if they're marketing the game, they're not delaying the game again. How many Game 7s have gone to triple overtime? I honestly have no clue. Oh, you mean in your 82-0 challenge? Yes, he did win a Conn Smythe. He was also objectively the better of the two goaltenders. It was weird. Even though Patty Waugh started a lot of those playoff games. I just subscribed to you on my other account because my other account got deleted. Appreciate you, dude. June 21. Yeah, when does officially summer start, chat? What is the day for that? What is the day where summer begins? You never won a Conn Smythe in real life? That's kind of crazy to think about. Are you an unk? Well, considering the fact that you guys think 20 is unk now, yeah, I'm definitely an unk. Although I was an uncle when I was like 12 years old. I was very, very young when technically I became an unk. So, been an unk for a hot minute, boys. Been a hot-ass minute. Just sub, love your vids, crazy NHL player game. Thank you, dude. Poor Spurs fans in New York. Summer begins when the NHL playoffs are over. Yeah, facts, eh? That's why I'm going to be doing late night live streams, because I don't have anything to watch in the nighttime, chat. I'll just go live and we'll play a game, whatever it be. We'll go back and play some older NHL video games. That'll be a lot of fun, too. I got a lot of plans in store, chat. It'll be a very fun summer. Even though we're nearing the end of the game cycle, we'll have some fun. I'm 16 and people call me unk. That's kind of crazy. The live streams will definitely be amped up a little bit. When are you doing another beer stream? I mean, technically, this is a beer stream. Ah, there we go. Top 5 greatest sounds. Top 5. What's the best thing about 28-year-olds? What? What does that even mean? Only 4 game releases in November? Yeah, nobody wants to release... Listen, no games are being played in November outside of GTA 6. There's a reason why COD decided to release in October instead of usually November. A beer counter? You guys got to guess, chat. How many drinks do you think I've had tonight? I'm an unk of 31. We're now a newly single unk because she was crazy. Honestly, respect. Respect, Disney. You got to leave those crazy bitches, man. They drive you nuts. Listen, once you understand how to protect your peace, things become a lot easier. MW4 sniping will be so tough. I'm not going to lie. I'm not like the most excited for the new COD, but I am buying it. I am going to try it. We'll see how it goes. I'm 21. Am I an unk? No, you're not an unk, chat. I would consider like 30, 35 an unk. Somewhere around there. Maybe even older, to be honest. 13, 67, 3. Okay, I'm officially almost done on my second here. I'll be on number 3 pretty shortly. I think I gotta hurry up, though. Taking too long drinking these that they're not even gonna, like, buzz me. I just want a little bit of a buzz. That's all I want. Then I'm gonna down a bunch of water before I go to bed. $40 is unk status? Oh, 100%, dude. 35 would be, like, pushing unk. But kids nowadays, if you're 25 years old, you're an unk. Crazy. She gave me an ultimatum, her or video games and hockey. What? Who would do that, first off? That's how you know she was not the one. Like, yeah, let me or all your hobbies and interests. Get the fuck out of here. What do you mean? Toxic. Absolutely toxic. Damn, you guys are unks, bro. Chat, what do you guys think is unk status? What age is officially unk status? 5 is unk? Get the fuck out of here. How you doing today? I'm doing good. Been a pretty good day. I've been starting to go on some walks before the watch parties, which does help out. I do like it. Just because my favorite time of day is like the evening, like when the sun begins to set. That's the best time, man. Any cookies tonight? I have a few. I'm not going to eat them, though. I've already ate all my calories for the day. I had a hot dog, which is not the healthiest choice. Thank you for agreeing with me. I mean, it's pretty common sense. Nobody that truly loves you would give you an ultimatum of pick me or whatever you like in your hobbies / interests are. Nobody would do that if they actually loved you. 1-year-old could be unk, 45 is unk, 39 or more, 40 I thought. Yeah, somewhere in that age, like 37, 40. That's pretty much unk status. 20 is unk, 25 is old head. You guys are just exposing yourself to being really, really young, if you believe that. I'd say anybody that believes 20 is unk and 25 is an old head, probably under the age of 14. I'd imagine. Did I watch the Knicks comeback yesterday? Yes. I watched the entire game. I watched every game of the NBA Finals. I'm not missing a single second. That was crazy, man. It didn't even feel like that big of a comeback in real time. It felt like it was bound to happen. Like I was watching the game, and just the way the Spurs were operating on offense, I was like, man, they cannot get a good shot off. They were just jacking up threes, not really getting to their offense, turning the ball over, and I was like, man, New York's going to come back here, and they did. What is a cartoon? Like Cars, Toy Story, like anything like animated would be considered a cartoon, I guess. Whenever you quit the nose beers is when you become unk. What? Half of the chat don't even know what you're referring to. Wemby needs to make threes. Bro, Wemby's 7'5". He needs to get his big ass in the post and have some sort of a go-to shot. He's kind of getting exposed for not having a bag. Have a hockey tournament this weekend in June? In June? That's sick, man. I would love to have a hockey tournament in June. I remember I went to the States a few times in August. I went to Boston twice and Toronto once. Actually, the Toronto trip was, in fact, in June. But those were my trips, man. Those are my hockey trips back in 14, 15, and 16. It was a great 3 years. We actually made the gold medal game back in 2016, I think. That was when I went down to Boston, Massachusetts, and I saw nothing but Trump flags. It was literally Make America Great Again. I think that's when Trump first got in, right? 2016? It's in Miami. Dude, that sounds insane. A hockey tournament in Miami? Fucking count me in. Will Pekka leave Edmonton if he doesn't win a cup this season? Yes. 100%. I mean, even if we win a Stanley Cup, I'm probably going to look at the teams across the league and just look for the best position to put me in. Like the best team that's set up to win for the next half decade, that is the team that I'm going to choose. Is there an NHL draft? Yes. It's like June 20-something. Somewhere around there. We will be going live and we will be getting drunk. So tune in. That'll be a lot of fun. We can all just hang out, talk about the draft, have some fun. Come to Florida? I want to, man. I want to make another trip to Florida. I've only been there once, back in 2019. All right, I'm officially on drink number 3. Let me get a little bit chugging going on. Damn, next time you're in Boston, let me know. That's the only times I've ever been to Boston. Technically, I wasn't in Boston. I was in Maine. But, like, one of the days we obviously drove into the city. We actually got lost. My dad, it was crazy. We got lost in the city, and we literally could not get out of Boston. We were just going in circles. It was funny. I wanted to see that Wahlberg restaurant. I got a tour, actually, in 2014 of TD Garden. There was, like, a tour going on. So I went in there, did that. That was a lot of fun. I don't think we went into Boston back in 2016. I don't think we did that. No. Maybe not. I'll never forget, chat. There was a McDonald's right next to my hotel. And the drive-thru worker was literally, like, fondling a knife in the drive-thru in the middle of the night. Like, we were hanging out in there in the, like, 11 a.m., 12 a.m., like that time. The worker was just, took out a pocket knife and was just fondling it in his fingers. All right. Second period has begun, boys. Let's lock in. Vegas is on the power play. We'll see how good it will be. As the Hurricanes are going to clear that one down. It's easy to get lost in Boston. Yeah, I found that one out pretty early. 1925, 1924, 1923, 1922, 1921. Fred Howden sends it across to Mark Stone. Back to Marner at the blue line. I think Vegas is just like missing a shooting threat on their power play. As the Hurricanes are going to throw it down once again. America is weird. Yeah. I didn't see any guns, though. I wanted to go to a gun range. Unfortunately, did not do that. I think next time I go to America, I'll definitely go to a gun range. Just to try it out. I've never shot a gun in my lifetime. Mitch Marner now. Sends it over. Eichel waiting. Trying to go short side. Good stop there by Boosie. 40 seconds to go in the PK. Aho can't get it out. That's a bad, lazy clear by the Canes. Eichel wires that one wide. Dorfaya picks it up now on the half wall. Down low to Tomas Hertl. Swings it wide to Jack Eichel. Eichel, cross ice. Doro, that's going to skip over his stick. Sends it over to Hertl now. Down low to Mark Stone. Under attack by Nikishin. Finding Eichel. Back up top to Marner. Down low to Stone. He's going to hesitate. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Boosie makes a stop there. Eichel waits. Finds Marner. Over one touch. That's going to swing wide. Vegas will keep it in, though. We are headed back to even strength. One shot on the power play by the Golden Knights. 5-on-5 hockey now. Tomas Hertl. Swings it to the net. Mark Stone did not get all of that, man. Not at all. And the Carolina Hurricanes are going to kill that penalty pretty easily. Not a good power play by the Golden Knights. 17:40 to go. Carolina's on their feet. Their fans are rocking. As Jackson Blake sends it in deep. The GPS won't help you in Boston. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. The GPS was not helping at all. We took the same turn like 3 times and just could not get out. Here comes Stankoven. Drops it off to Hall. Hall fires one on net. Good save there, Carter Hart. Great glove stop by Hart. Down low, Stankoven. Feeds it into the middle. Hall gets stripped of the puck. And Vegas is out and away. Wait a minute. That's a high stick. High stick on the play. You can do all the nose beers you want in Virgin Islands. I'm going to watch you play Be a Pro. Yes, tomorrow we're making our NHL debut, 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're there. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll go for like 2+ hours. Get a good chunk of the regular season done. I think we're pretty close to getting called up, chat. I don't think it'll be too long before Ben gets his name called. As that puck is out of play. Stahl is having an unbelievable series so far. Yeah, he's been Carolina's best player. Not even close. Do I like Aho? No, your mom's a hoe. All right, 17 minutes remaining here in the second. We are all deadlocked at 1. Vegas could not really get much on that power play. Here comes their fourth line, though. Golden Knights are going to swing back. We are guaranteed a game number 6 on Sunday. That'll be a fun game. What's wrong with your mom's a hoe? Let's save their Boosie. Nick Dowd now. He's going to protect that loose puck. Back to the blue line. Good block by Carolina. And they find a stretch pass here. Jankowski. All the way up to Gostisbehere. He gets it in deep. Aho ain't valid in my hood. Listen, your hood. That is a crazy, crazy ass sentence. For most likely a child. Which Sebastian Aho? Didn't the other Aho play in Carolina at one point? I have no idea where he's at. He used to be on the New York Islanders. Good play by Ehlers. Takes a shot. Misses the net by wide. Misses the net by wide? Misses the net by a goddamn country mile. Jack Eichel now. Good play by Chatfield. He's going to rub him out. McNabb feeds it back to the blue line. Good stop there by Boosie. He's made a lot of saves in this game. I think, honestly, Boosie's been a little bit better than he has been, at least in game number 4. More action this game. Vegas actually outshooting Carolina 10-6 right now. Not something you see very often. And Carolina counterattack. That is going to be icing on Zach Haynes. A 15-year-old from New York. Bro, don't tell me you were one of those guys that were beating up Spurs fans or throwing a fucking egg at Wemby. Spurs fans do not deserve... Knicks fans do not deserve an NBA championship. They are a bunch of animals. This could be 3-1 or 2-1 without Boosie. He's made some good stops. He has. Carolina's got some tired bodies out there on the ice right now. Outside of Jordan Martinook, who gets that puck out of the zone. And you guys got to remember, it is the second period now, so it's the long change. Teams are going to get hemmed in more often. It is a nightmare as a defenseman to change in the second period. Whenever you switch ends, man, not easy. Not easy to getting to the bench. I need Jordan Staal to take another shot on goal. I'm sure he'll get another one, whether it be a deflection or not. Good chip out there by Carlson. Martinook's going to drive it in again as Carolina goes to work in the offensive zone. They haven't really had many stretches of just like cycling it, O-zone possession time. That's been kind of vacant in this hockey game so far. William Karlsson is offside. Oh my, Dustin Wolf has 502 career wins in my franchise mode. Wow. Agree, Pasta, go Spurs. Are you watching FIFA tomorrow? Canada's up. Maybe. More than likely not, but we'll see. What I want to see in NHL 27, I want to be able to control 32 hockey teams in franchise mode. And I want a quicker sim engine. Give me that, and I won't complain. Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting that, though. Are the referees taking anybody? Nah, they're okay. Just a little pushing and shoving. I don't really follow soccer. Me either, man. I don't know if I'll watch much of the World Cup, chat. Maybe I'll have a game on here and there, but not really a big soccer fan. We're stuck with that Be a Pro for the next 3-4 years. Dude, don't remind me. I already know that. I don't want to be reminded. I didn't think we could downgrade on the Be a Pro. Somehow we have done that. Boosie coming out of the net to play that puck. Okay. Jalen Chatfield gets absolutely crushed there by Barbashev. Good hit. That is a good old Stanley Cup playoff hit. This Be a Pro so garbage? I agree. 32 teams would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, why not give the player more control and ability to do what they want to do in your hockey game, EA? Allow me to control every franchise in franchise mode, just like they do in season mode. That's offside, and we might have a delay penalty here. Uh-oh, Jordan Staal. No, that's Taylor Hall. 71 and 11 looked very similar. Hall is down. I think he got ran into by McNabb. Oh, Carter Hart walking to the bench. We have a commercial break on the play. I love when they do that, man. The NHL is the absolute best at having a whistle blown and you not knowing what the fuck is going on and immediately headed to commercial break. Like, what is happening right now? We're going to come back. Somebody's going to be in the box and we're not going to know what's going on. There should be different eras in GM mode. Bro, we're decades away from that happening. Literal decades. That would be great. That would be my all-time dream. But being realistic, I don't think we're remotely close to that. Does Pekka Past have a rival goalie? Not really, no. All the goalies are shite. That would make for some really interesting videos too. Exactly. Think of the content I could do. Think of just what you could do on your own, chat. I don't understand EA always restricting the consumer. Also, why can I not edit overalls in franchise mode, huh? Why can I not make players better and worse in franchise mode? Why do you restrict me on what I can and cannot do? I should be allowed to edit overalls in franchise mode. Give the consumer more options and flexibility to allow them to do whatever they want to do. What if they wanted to have a 99 overall team every single season in franchise mode? You can't do that in NHL 26. You can make a 99 team, but not everybody's going to stay at that overall, and you cannot customize attributes once you hit franchise mode. Give us more flexibility. Please. I'm begging you. It would just make the game so much better because the possibilities become limitless, right? They let you do that in Madden. Well, they let you do that in 2K as well. We're literally so restricted with the NHL video games, man. So restricted. Why not give the consumer more flexibility? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. We should be able to do a lot more in the video game. There's no excuse for a faster sim engine, for being able to control all 32 teams in a franchise mode. It's 2026, man. We're just so far behind other sports games. It's pretty sad. All right, 13:35 remaining in the second. Here come the Hurricanes with a shot. Good block shot there by Coghlan. Remember when I was calling him Coughlin, chat? I got his name down now. Coghlan. Doesn't make sense. It's the same company. It's not the same developers developing the game, right? The guys that work on the NHL video games, much smaller dev team compared to like Madden, right? There's more money in Madden to be made. Therefore, they get a bigger dev team, more budget. They can do more year to year. 12:55. Shane Gostisbehere waiting for a line change. The Carolina Hurricanes trying to take a lead. We were due for a low-scoring hockey game. We were definitely due for one of these games. That's why I decided to drink. I said, why not? Last game, I'll be honest, chat. Last game went by so insanely quick. That was a fast-ass game. Maybe it was because I was drunk. But that was quick. Really, really quick. How was Marchand getting 112 points in franchise mode? Bro, players do not age. They do not age at all. Like, I have Nathan McKinnon at like an 85 overall, still putting up 100 points. They simulate the same regardless, as the Carolina Hurricanes will ice the puck. We were due for a game where both goalies finally make saves. Yeah. Coghlan got ran into there. He didn't like that one. Kind of shook it off. It's because the NHL franchise is their least selling game. Yeah. They don't have the budget to make these drastic changes year by year. I don't think any video game should be releasing yearly. I think the sports game should be every 2 years. That would give these dev teams so much freedom and more time to actually make a big improvement game by game. Like, I think at the end of year 2, we should have like a roster update for the second season. But we don't need a new sports game every single year. I don't think so. At the end of year 1, have new guys come in, like have the generated prospects get put into the games. I know they'll never do that because of money and sales. But the games would be so much better if they came out every 2 years. You were a drunk noodle? I was like 5 out of 10 drunk, if that. Honestly, I was just kind of buzzed. You guys don't want to see me when I'm like 7, 8 out of 10 drunk. There would be no commentating going on. Just go back to my Edmonton Oilers, Florida Panthers watch party of Game 1 last year. Dude, I was all over the place. Oh my, William Karlsson got slammed along the wall there. DeAndre Miller's going to flip it out. Good job by the Canes. I'll be honest, we are almost 10 minutes into the second period. That's offside the blue line. This period has been boring. Straight up boring. There's been not a lot of great chances. Not a lot of action. This has been a dud of a period. Madden will always outsell hockey. Yeah, I mean, football is so much more bigger, especially in North America, than hockey. You lost it after that OT winner by Leon. Did I? I probably did. It's also much different when you're commentating your favorite team in the Stanley Cup Finals. Good stop by Hart. It's different, man. I like when you drink and snap back at trolls. Yeah, I kind of don't really do it when I'm sober. Sometimes I will. But when I'm drunk, I don't care. I literally do not care. You want to troll me? I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. You streamed last year? Bro, what do you mean I streamed last year? I've been streaming for like over 3 years. February of 23, I think, was like the first time I ever did a live stream. You still think places with AC still get affected by outside temps? To like a degree, right? Like a arena in Vegas is going to be hotter to play in than an arena in like Winnipeg. Especially during the regular season, where one is during their winter season, and Vegas in the summer is still extremely hot. It's not the end-all be-all, but all these players are sweating bullets. All these NHL arenas, they're not cold, chat. They're not. They're very warm arenas where these guys are drenched after warm-up. Listen, I played in a QMJHL arena and an OHL one. They're warm as shit. I can imagine an NHL arena. They're very, very warm, especially when you're in your full hockey gear. Good stop by Hart again. And there's a delayed penalty. Lauzon will take a bad penalty on the play on Stankoven, and we got some chippiness after the whistle. The Vegas Golden Knights are going to head to the PK here. That's a bad, boneheaded play. Carlson on the way to the dressing room. What happened from that hit? Really? Dear Lord Pasta just went back to Game 1 Oilers-Panthers 2025 and wholly drunk. Yeah, dude, I was gone. I can tell because my voice starts getting a little higher pitched when I'm drunk. But that game, I rewatched like a snippet of that game on live stream. I sounded terrible, dude. I sounded so bad. Like, Lauzon, there was no need to take down Stankoven there. There was no need at all. He did not need to do that. Obvious penalty, yep. That's always going to get called unless it's like overtime. We'll see if the Carolina Hurricanes can take a 2-1 lead in this game now. Full 2 minutes. I know he was battling, took him down. Yeah, right in front of the official, in front of the referee. You can't do that. Yeah, can't do that, laddie. Went to Arizona when it was 107 degrees, 117 degrees Fahrenheit. Listen, if you're going there as a fan, that's much different than when you're playing hockey. I was talking about the perspective from playing in the game, not as a fan. It's much different as a fan compared to when you have all that gear on. So much different. Every single one of these NHL regulated arenas are warm, Chad. Even in the wintertime, they are warm to play in. None of these arenas are cold. They're the best of the best. They're not cold at all. These guys are not playing in barns. I've played in barns. All these guys probably have played in barns too when they were younger. Listen, you know a cold arena when you get there. I've been in a ton. They're not fun. Oh, one-timer. Great stop by Hart. There's a rebound. It's free. Vegas trying to clear right now. Can they get it out? No, they cannot. Shane Gostisbehere keeps it in. He's going to skate to the middle of the ice. Hands it off to Jarvis. Good stop by Carter Hart as he covers the loose puck up. Played in the SAP Center. It's pretty hot. Dude, it's so hot. So hot. These arenas, they're not barns. All of them are hot. To skip to a random section of Game 1 stream and you were telling somebody to quit being a crybaby bitch? Yeah, that's me. That's literally me. Listen, when it was the Edmonton Oilers on their playoff runs, I was getting trolled so hard. You guys don't even understand. Especially if you weren't there at the time. There were so many trolls in those live streams just making me mad. Like, Edmonton would fall down 1-0, and everybody's like, oh, it's over past it. The game's done. Edmonton's done. They were just trying to get on my nerves. Good stop by Hart. Rebound. Taylor Hall over to Stankoven. What a shot by Jordan Staal. I don't know how he didn't bury it. Nikishin couldn't keep it in at the blue line, though. Carolina's got to regroup. Game 5, I remember how bad that was after Florida won 5-2. Yeah, Game 5 and 6 were not good. Not good at all. Those games were decided pretty early on. Game 6 especially. I was pissed for that game. Complete no-show when we're down 3-2. Not fun. 30 seconds to go here in the PK. 9:27 remaining in the period. Carolina's power play hasn't looked that great. Let's see what they can do. Logan Stankoven. Good deflection there by Mitch Marner. Gets bodied at the blue line. Doesn't matter, though. He clears the puck. Brett Howden the other way. Just trying to kill some clock in the offensive zone. Good hit by Stankoven, man. What Stankoven has, you cannot teach, chat. That high motor and competitive edge, you can't teach it. You either have it or you don't. That dude just bodied Brett Howden, who's like 6'3", 210. As we have a tripping call on the play, Brayden McNabb is going to head to the sin bin, and Vegas is back to the penalty kill. Uh-oh.
Ho, ho, ho.
That is a 2-minute man advantage for the Carolina Hurricanes. Wow. With the series tied at 2, do you see the series going to a Game 7? I hope so. I hope we see a Game 7. As we head to a commercial break. Carolina being given every opportunity right now to win this game. See if they can do it. Dakota Joshua wants $7 million shorter offseason if there is a Game 7. I mean, for these teams, not for everybody else. I'm actually really looking forward to the Edmonton Oilers next year, chat. They're not going to be tired. They're going to have a long offseason to work with. I hope we come out to a strong start. I just want at least one President's Trophy, or at least a divisional win in the McDavid era, where we have a good regular season. We don't have to worry night to night if we're going to be a playoff team or, you know, the highs and the lows of the Edmonton Oilers regular season hockey. I just want one regular season where we are a winning team start to finish, comfortably in a playoff spot, not stressing. I just want one season like that. I'd keep Ingram as the backup. I mean, we're going Ingram and Jari right now. We'll see what they do in the offseason if they make a trade. There is basically no goalie market out there. So we'll see. Dallas lost 3 Western Conference Finals in a row, twice to Edmonton. Yeah, that's tough. Dallas has had so much playoff success, but no Stanley Cup and only 1 Cup final. Edmonton should be healthy again. Everybody's going to be healthy. We'll have a brand new head coach. They should be juiced from game number 1. There is no excuse for a slow start. Who am I cheering for? I'll slightly lean Vegas. Slightly. I think it would be funny if Mitch Marner won the Stanley Cup. Year 1 away from the Maple Leafs. Pretty much my only reasoning for that. All right, Brady McNabb cross-checking. I got to get another beer. Good block there by Vegas. They're going to clear the puck down. Carolina has to regroup, and they have to break it out once again. And Gostisbehere. All the way up to Nikolai Ehlers. Drops it back to Ghost. He's going to fire it in deep. Sebastian Aho. Over to Ehlers. Back to Aho now. Your mom's Aho. Jarvis. Why is Seth Jarvis at the blue line? He's usually at his half wall. Okay, they're all set up now. Carolina's set up in the offensive zone. With the level of talent that they have on their power play, man, this is one of the worst power plays in the league. Aho slides it across to nobody. Ehlers is going to pick that puck up. Down low. One touch with Svech. One touch with Svechnikov. Ehlers. Down low with Svechnikov. Back up top to Ghost. Finding Svech. Fires one on net, and it's in! There it is! Beautiful 5-hole snipe by Andrei Svechnikov. And on the power play, that will give the Carolina Hurricanes the lead with 8:02 remaining. That is a bad goal to give up by Carter Hart, man. That was a 5-hole shot from basically the top of the circles. That's not a great goal. Not a great goal at all, chat. Ghost slides it across. Aho through the wickets. I don't like that goal. Carter Hart, you are a fucking bum. That is a bad, bad goal to give up. How do you get beat 5-hole from the goddamn top of the circles? Oh, you got to get down. Close your legs, you whore. Wow, Carolina up 2-1 now. The crowd is into it. Vegas has fallen flat here in the second. I mean, let's be honest. Both teams have not been good in this period. As I spit literally everywhere. But the back-to-back penalties by Vegas kill them. And now they're down by 1. Trying to get back into this hockey game. 7:35 remaining to go here in the second period. 3-1 Carolina final score, maybe. That was a muffin? Yeah, that wasn't a spectacular shot by any means. That was a weak goal to give up if you're Carter Hart. 5-hole from like the top of the circles. You got to get down before that puck, man. You really do. That far out, I understand if you're close. How am I doing today? I'm doing well. Doing very well. Any day above ground is a good day, chat. Be grateful that you are alive right now. Blake sends a shot in deep. That gets stopped by Hart. Vegas going to break it out. Is that icing? Nope. Boosie out to play it. Is it Boosie or Bussy, chat? I'm not exactly sure. Good steal by Vegas. Here comes Colton Sissons. Nah, he should have shot that, man. He tried to slide it across to his winger. Shot on goal would have been a little bit better there. Also, chat, where is Mitch Marner? The last 2 games, complete ghost. Mitch got to wake up here. I've not really seen much of Mitch Marner in this game. He's done fuck all. Las Vegas hated? Yeah, Vegas is probably the most universally hated team in the league right now. 6:15 to go. Martin Hook. Down low to Aho. Aho has not been great in this playoffs. He's going to get a pass, though, just because Carolina's been doing so well. Carolina's had a good bounce back, man. Falling down 2-1 on the road. That is a tough thing to do. They're so close to falling down 3-1. They won game number 4. Now they got the lead here in game 5. I've been to Vegas. It stinks there, and the women are more beautiful in Raleigh. No bias in that comment, eh? No bias at all. Anderson. Big shot. He's going to send it in deep. 5:35 to go. Coughlin. Over to Mitch. What a play by Marner on the half wall. Marner gets stripped of it by Ghost. That was a great play by Mitch. You guys saw that, chat? You probably didn't. It was really, really quick. The puck was rimmed on the wall. He kicked it to his own stick, to himself, and picked it up on his backhand. I did that in Beer League, and literally everybody was amazed. No lie. I'm not lying right now. Everybody was like, whoa, what a play. I didn't do anything with it, but I made that same play. I don't like this game, to be honest. This period has kind of been a stinker, huh, chat? We haven't really gotten too many chances. 4:50 to go here in the second. We'll see if Vegas can tie it. Jack Eichel the other way. Eichel behind the net. Plays it out to nobody, and that is it. Hart said that shot was consensual, so he let it go in. Oh my, here comes Brett Howden on the breakaway. Good stop there by Boosie. Tried to go to his backhand, but Boosie was very aggressive with his poke check. Did not allow that to happen. Howden had a great look and a great opportunity on the breakaway. Unfortunately, was unable to get that one to go. Noah Hannafin up the middle. Vegas not really moving the puck well right now. Carter Hart back out to play it. He's going to swing it up the wall. Stankoven battling. Gets run into there. I think it was Colton Sissons that ran into him. Here comes Dowd. The other way, Nick Dowd driving the net hard. Oh, my God. Hard play there by Nick Dowd. The puck is still loose. They're not going to blow the whistle. Battling down low. Back to Brayden McNabb. Sends it out of the zone. Shitty pass there by McNabb. Uh-oh. The burps are coming up now, chat. The liquor has gotten to me. Chatfield. It's rubbed out by Barbashev. Hey, yo. Jalen Chatfield has been out there for 1:20. I know my man is gassed right now. Shot from the point. That's going to go wide. Good job by Stankoven. He's got some space the other way at the end of his shift. Logan Stankoven fires a shot wide. Missing the net entirely. Keandre Miller now. Regrouping in the neutral zone. Carolina will get that in deep. Jarvis line is out now with 2:53 remaining in the second. The Hurricanes scored on that power play, took the lead, and now you know they want to sit on it. Pastor, your streams are always good. I appreciate it, brother. We will be live tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're there. I'm going to be making my NHL debut. Carter Hart is honestly ass. He was good in, like, the first 3 rounds. Here comes Mitch. The other way. Marner, good pass to Howden. Brett Howden now, below the goal line. Back to Marner. That one's going to go wide. Shea Theodore tries to get that puck on net. Yeah, Carter Hart has been absolutely terrible in this Stanley Cup Finals. He's not been great. Now, Freddie Anderson also hasn't been good. What a shot and what a goal! Sebastian Aho, your mom is indeed a hoe. That was a broken play in front and a great pass from the blue line. Was that Chatfield or Sean Walker? I think it was Walker. That was all Sean Walker with the beautiful feed, cross ice to Aho, and he roofs that one in the back of the net. Yet again, another goal that honestly Carter Hart should have had, chat. He's been trash. They dump it in, they go to work, they work it back to the blue line. What a beauty feed from Walker, and what a shot by Aho. Corrals it off his skate, one touch to his stick, on and off the stick immediately. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. What a shot from Sebastian Aho. What a pass from Sean Walker. And all of a sudden, the Carolina Hurricanes have a 3-1 lead over the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas is going toe-to-toe right now. Chatfield is chirping. He is talking mad shit to Kolazar right now. I love it. I fucking love it. What a pass by Sean Walker, chat. W. Walker in the chat. If he doesn't make that play, that is not in the back of the net. Took you long enough to score one. Hey, Carolina had the lead there, Jim. Calm down. They had the lead. Goal taken away? No, goal did not get taken away. It is a 3-1 lead for the Carolina Hurricanes right now. 1:50 to go here in the second. Shots are now even at 13. Like I said, not easy beating Carolina on the shot battle. Bro, if Carolina scores one more goal, it's over. Vegas is not getting 3 in the third. It's not happening. They are already in a hole to where they got to go now. If they don't get one by the end of the period, they got to get an early goal in the third. 1:20 to go. Hurricanes are going to dump it in deep. They can just sit back on this lead, man. Carolina's a different breed when they got the lead. They managed to fight their way back in this game. What a roller coaster of a Stanley Cup Finals. Shot from the blue line. That one's going to get, I think, blocked out in front. Vegas tries to clear it, but Carolina just sends it back in deep. As Carter Hart's going to glove that one down. Yeah, this has been a back-and-forth Cup Final. It's been a roller coaster, man. All right, I'm trying a new flavor of beer, chat. Oh, well, it's not technically beer, but I'm trying a new flavor. Yeah, that's solid. Not the biggest grape fan, but it's okay. Took Aho long enough to score one. You are right there, Jim. Aho has kind of been a ghost. Steps up in the biggest moment, though. I wouldn't be mad at Carolina winning one. They're due, right? They've been contending basically since 2020. Didn't Tampa Bay beat Carolina back in 2021, chat? Didn't the Lightning beat them? I'm pretty sure. Bro, I can't believe 2021 was 5 years ago. Where is the time going? Fuck, man. I feel like before I know it, I'm going to die. Kind of sucks low-key. Once you become like a full-grown adult, the years just pass by. So weird. Pretty sure Boston did. Was it Boston? I thought it was Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay beat Carolina in round number 2. I live in Colorado, so I've been a fan. But when I lived in Buffalo, definitely a Sabres fan. Bro, how do you like Colorado? How is it living in that altitude? Bro, I remember watching the Creatures back in the day. They lived in Colorado in like a big-ass office. I always thought that Colorado was a cool city. Cool state, I should say. Denver is a city, right? Tampa beat Carolina in 21, so I was right, yeah. Second round matchup, Tampa beat the Hurricanes. Yeah, I thought I remember watching like a game or two of that. The only Stanley Cup playoffs that I don't remember is 2020. I didn't really watch, Chad, I'll be honest. Colorado has an unmatched home advantage because of the altitude. Yeah, them and the Nuggets. It really is different, man. Players who don't usually play at that high of an altitude, they get tired way easier. It's a real thing. And Colorado has a real advantage on home ice. Been hanging around, just haven't been able to make it to the final. They finally have. Can they cash in on the opportunity? Because I'll be honest, if they don't win it this season, they're not winning it at all. I don't know if I told you guys, but Carolina at the beginning of the playoffs was my sleeper pick, chat. Even though I didn't pick them in my bracket. Oh my God, shot on Hart. Good block there by Eichel. I told all my buddies, and I remember I met up with a guy who I was, I think I played on his hockey team. Yeah, we played on several hockey teams. He was actually my waiter at Swish LA on Mother's Day. And he asked me then, he was like, who do you think's winning the Stanley Cup? I was like, low key, I kind of think Carolina. Like, I had a weird feeling about them. We'll see if they pull it off, but he had like a few $100s on Colorado at the beginning of the season. That did not work out. They got their asses swept by Vegas. Jordan Staal now. You're going to rim that one up the wall. We got 15 seconds to go here in the second. Looks like Vegas is just going to play it out. Get to the third. And they are going to have a monster period if they want to come back in this game and not fall down 3-2. We are entering the third period and the second intermission with the Hurricanes holding on to a 3-1 lead. What a finish we are in store for tonight, chat. What a finish. If you haven't already, make sure to drop a like on the live stream and subscribe to the channel. Help your boy out. We're on the road to 50K. Bro, we're 7,000 subs away from 50K. Please help me get there. I will cry. Also, join our Discord. Link is pinned in the chat. We're going to be going live again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to make our NHL debut. And I'm going to continue to drink. You can try to forget Chicago beating Edmonton all you want, but you'll forever remember it. I will. Yeah, once Edmonton got eliminated in that bubble, I was done, man. I was checked out to the playoffs. I'll be honest. I was more so invested in the NBA playoffs because I'm a Lakers fan. They had a good team that year. LeBron, AD, they won that was like the only championship I've seen pretty much in a while. And there was no fans in the arena. Hasta, please stop that. Lightning fan from all the caps. Stop what? What am I doing? I want a name reveal? Yeah, 50K is an age reveal. 100K is a name reveal. Right? Yeah. So at 50K, I'll tell you guys my birth date. You guys already know it's January 27th, but you don't know the year, right? Remember when the Jets swept Edmonton? Get the fuck out of here. Obviously, I remember. That was the closest sweep of all time. I think 3 out of the 4 games went to overtime. That was a very, very close series. Vegas is cooked. I disagree. I think they can still come back in this game. Even if they lose this game, they're going back at home, chat. They're going back at home. They can win a game at home and bring it back to a game 7. All right, I'm going to take a quick 30-second piss break, and I will be back. I can no longer hold it. So you guys can time me. I'll be right back. Did I ever need that, chat? Holy shit. That was good. Vegas fans exist? They're very far and few in between, but they do exist. Every time I check the score, Carolina scored another. Yeah, they're up 3-1 right now. Yeah, I can finish this drink before the 3rd period begins, and then we can begin on another one. I'm not even that drunk right now, though. I feel like I kind of wasted the night drinking away. I don't like to drink just to drink. I subscribed right now. Appreciate you, brother. Is Linden going to change his profile pick to Carolina now? Probably, yeah. Heading into Game 6, he'll flip-flop his way to a Stanley Cup victory. I mean, if you pick the team that wins, you're guaranteed a celebratory... I know I didn't ask you in Game 3, but what do you think about the 4-0 comeback? I wasn't live for Game 3. I had food poisoning, but I don't know. I didn't watch the 3rd period and the overtimes, chat. I was done. Like, I couldn't watch the game. I had sunglasses on watching. Not even watching, but just listening to the game for the first 2 periods. I was wearing sunglasses, laying in my bed, shivering my ass off, feeling like I was going to puke. It was the worst experience ever. Sunglasses, yes. The TV was way too bright. I had a splitting headache, so I had to throw on sunglasses. That is how bad the food poisoning was. I thought about pushing through it and going live, but I was like, dude, I can't even look at the TV. Like, I'm not going to be able to commentate a 2.5-hour game. It was never going to happen. Pull Carter Hart? I don't think they're going to pull Carter Hart. Do not think that's going to happen. Not at all. Chat, do we have another comeback on our hands here? Are the Vegas Golden Sex Offenders actually going to come back or not? Both teams have ex-Leaf players, Pasta. God, I hate making everything about the Leafs. I really do. Aiden Hill was weird in 23. Yeah, he just had a hot run and they got paid the bag, and then dipped. He was never the same goalie. Literally a one-hit wonder. He was never good again. Never again. And now he's their backup. Isn't he getting paid like 5.3? A 2-goal lead is nothing in this series. Yeah, that is fair. I could very well see Vegas coming out in this third hard, hungry, dominating the pace of play and scoring 2 goals, tying it up. There we go. Who you got winning the cup? I got Vegas in 6. That was my official prediction. Torts is definitely pissed. I mean, yeah, a little bit. I don't know. Both teams have kind of played mediocre this game, chat. Carolina's been a little bit better. But, like, this hasn't been, like, a great game by either team. Not at all. William Karlsson also went to the room. He could, I don't think he returned. We'll see if he comes back in the third. This has been the worst game of the series. I agree. I think game 4 was the worst game of the series, but this one might overtake it. Oh my God, I'm fucking frozen. I had Canes in 6 because Pasta picked a Vegas in 6. All right, that's fair. That is fair. I honestly hope we get a game 7 on Wednesday. That'll be fun. Very, very fun. The Golden Knights are playing predictable, stupid hockey. Stop playing hockey to be physical and start playing smart, unpredictable hockey. What do you mean by unpredictable? Start playing hockey like you have a wager on the Hurricane? What? How many aces in hockey? What does that even mean? Lightning fan, I don't understand why you continually put Edmonton Oilers versus Tampa Bay Lightning Stanley Cup in the chat. Like, what are you getting at here? Like, next year? Is that your prediction? I don't understand. Your comment lacks so much context. Don't mean to call you out or nothing, but I just don't understand. I've seen that chat like at least 9 or 10 times now. Game 7 overtime would be amazing. That would be... We haven't had Game 7 overtime since when? When was the last Game 7 OT in the Cup Finals? I feel like it's been decades. I know we had Game 7 Boston, St. Louis, Edmonton, Florida. They didn't go to overtime, though. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. A bit of a slow night on Twitter. Not really any other sports going on. This is shit, man. The best time is like April. Like end of April, early May. When there's so many teams playing. Like NBA playoffs are on. NHL playoffs are on. 16 teams. 8 different series. It's great. 11 times. 11 times is crazy. Red Wings and someone... Must have been a while ago. Red Wings have not been competitive in a very long time. Red Wings won twice, both Game 7s that went to OT in NHL history. They're the only 2? Wow. Honestly, impressive. Chat, I don't understand how the Hart Trophy winner, the MVP, can also be... the player that has the best goaltender, the Vezina, and the Jack Adams winner on their team. Like, how are you the MVP? I don't understand. That would make you less valuable because you have the best goaltender and the best head coach. So I don't really understand. McKinnon got robbed. McKinnon, get the fuck out of here. McKinnon was 3rd, Chad. He was not even 2nd. He was 3rd. If anybody got robbed, it would be Connor McDavid. He was like 10 points back, I think, of Cooch. So it was very, very close between the two. But I think the number one stat that sways me to the McDavid side is that Edmonton did not win a single hockey game when Connor had 0 points. So they only won when he registered a point. Is that not the literal definition of MVP? They had no wins in the regular season when he did not have a point. Not a single win. Hit a blink? You want me to hit a fucking blinker on the Benjamin? Get out of here, dude. Bro's been watching, he's been scrolling too many Instagram reels talking about blink. Hit a blinker, bro. No, it's the literal definition of a deadly franchise. Deadly, that means good then, brother. Good job, bud. Literal literal definition of a dumbass. That's literally MVP. That's valuable. What do you think the next two? What do you mean? Expand on that. I'm so pissed. Why, Lyndon? If Vegas loses, goes down, you can just hop on the Carolina bandwagon. You've already taken up this, what is the word I'm looking for? You've already taken upon the bandwagon role. So why not just jump ship again? Last game 7 OT, it was 1954 Red Wings Montreal. Fuck, what? Really? That long ago? I'm not a bandwagon, I just live in Vegas. That's fair. Who do I think will win the Stanley Cup next year? The Edmonton Oilers. Vegas sucks? How do they suck? They're in the Cup Finals, man. This is what I mean. These were the comments I was getting about Edmonton last year and the year before that. Edmonton sucks. Like what? They were in the Cup Finals. They got the Stanley Cup at that waterfall in Vegas. Is this the final game? No. We are guaranteed a game on Sunday where the Stanley Cup will be in the building. And one of these teams, it's looking like Vegas are going to try to force a Game 7. We shall see. My bad past. I'm just an Oilers fan. I understand it. Just objectively speaking, they don't suck. But if you think they suck because you hate them, that's fair. That is fair. Red Wings beat the Rangers in Montreal in Game 7 OT in the 54-50 season. Have we even had like a Game 7 overtime since then? That's so long, man. Can you imagine how nerve-wracking that would be? Game 7 overtime. I would be shitting bricks. Like, actually shitting bricks. "72 years without a Game 7 OT. Wow. Reinhart denied a Game 7 overtime 2 years ago. Oh, don't remind me. That was a weak goal by Stu, man. It was. It was not a great goal by Skinner to give up. We played them so close. So fucking close. Heartbreaking, man. I remember after I finished that watch party, I went upstairs. I was just like my soul was sucked from my body. I went upstairs and I had a shit ton of spaghetti. And I tried to cheer myself up, but I was like, dude, what did I just watch? We came all the way back just to lose. Skinner had a great game. Yeah, he wasn't bad that game. He was good that game. But that goal was weak. That goal was weak. I straight up thought we were winning the Stanley Cup, but I was also nervous. Like, going into that game, I was like, man, this could go the other way, and I could be very, very disappointed. I knew coming into it. That day, I think it was on a Monday, right, chat? The 24 Cup Finals, I'm pretty sure it was on a Monday. I was so nervous that entire day. As soon as I woke up, I was like, bro, this is the fucking day. I was nervous. Being an Oilers fan is hard. Yeah, it is, man. We have had heartbreak after heartbreak, but it's only going to make it sweeter when McDavid and the Oilers raise the Stanley Cup. It'll be all worth it, man. Look at Ovi and the Caps. They went through years of heartbreak and then got it done. You can quote me on this. We can come back at the end of Connor McDavid's career. Connor will have his day. Mark my words, he will have his day with the Stanley Cup. He will. Come back to me when he retires then, chat. If he doesn't win a Stanley Cup, fuck out of here. Canes are taking this game realistically. I mean, is it realistic, though? I could see Vegas tying it up in the third. McDavid will win the Cup someday. He would. He would and he will. I am fully confident on that. Although I would like it to be soon. I mean, I've been watching a while. I would like to see him raise Lord Stanley in his prime. But, he'll have his day. Connor McDavid may win a cup, but not with Edmonton. We shall see. We shall see. Didn't the Oilers last win the Stanley Cup in 1990s? Or bro said the 1900s. It was 1990, I think. Yeah. Wasn't it with Messier? I think Messier was on that team. Obviously, Gretzky was traded at that time. But Messier got a cup. And then he went to the New York Rangers and won again. Bro, Messier was a bona fide winner. Straight up bona fide winner. McDavid is welcome to Montreal anyways. Bro, I'm an Oilers fan. But if you're looking at this objectively, Montreal is the best spot for him to go to. If he was to leave Edmonton, that team is set up long-term to contend. That would be the spot. You bring a cup back to Canada, you play in the Habs franchise. I'm not going to go that far. We'll see. I don't think he's going to leave Edmonton. I don't think he's going to leave Leon. That's literally his best friend. He signed long-term. So I don't think that's going to happen. We shall see. All those Habs fans saying they wouldn't trade Suzuki for McDavid, that was bullshit, man. And then I would go on Watch Party and watch the game and watch Nick Suzuki, and I'm like, bro, this is the guy? They're like, oh, I wouldn't trade this guy for Connor McDavid. I'm like, they're not even in the same stratosphere in terms of players. Please clean up your language or you are never going to make it as an announcer. I'm not trying to make it as a legit professional commentator. This is for fun. This is my YouTube channel. And I love the freedom of being able to say fuck, shit, anything I want. So respectfully, I don't care about being an announcer. That's not my goal. My goal is to be a YouTuber. Thank you for the sub, Krister. Appreciate it. Third period is back on, boys. Vegas has a 7-3 road record in the postseason. But they are down in a hole right now. A 2-goal deficit. Is Celebrini Bedard the next big rivalry? We'll see. Right now, I mean, they both play in the Western Conference, so they could meet in the playoffs multiple times. That will be cinema. But it's still very early on in their careers. Barbashev gonna send one on net. Good stop there by Boosie. He's going to cover that puck up. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm not really trying to become like an actual legit NHL level commentator. I'm just doing this for fun. I like to watch hockey. I like to commentate. I think I'm pretty decent. Like, I'm not horrible at it. I still stutter way too much to be on a broadcast. I never hear Chris Cuthbert stuttering like I do. The refs are so biased, I disagree. You think McKenna and Celebrini will be a rivalry? Unlikely, because they play in different conferences. I don't think they'll match up. Like, the only opportunity would be a cup final. Vegas, they're going to win that face-up. I got to do a time check. 9:27, or 9:27. Oh, my God. 1923, 1922, 1921, 1920, 1919. In the third period, as the Vegas Golden Knights are going to ice that puck. Vegas fans are mad because they can't follow hockey rules to save their lives. It's not a hockey market. I'm sorry, but it's not. Celebrini Bedard would meet if Chicago can ever get out of the depths of the NHL. They will eventually, right? They will eventually build a good team in Chicago. That's a big market also. they're going to sign some free agents. Slavin, good save there by Carter Hart. 19:09 remaining. Brady McNabb tries to get that out of the zone, but he cannot. Svechnikov down low, centers that puck. Put on to Carter Hart. Chatfield from the blue line. That gets blocked. Mitch is going to play it out. Now, Vegas, they cannot play in their own zone in this third period. They got to be in the offensive zone, getting chances, having puck possession. They can't do that, man. They have to have quick outs. But you know Carolina, they're just going to dump it in, trap it up, play good, sound defense, not really give up defensively. Vegas isn't a hockey market as much as Canada isn't a winning market. I mean, say what you want, but Canada dominated the NHL for decades, literal decades. Good stop there by Bussi. He's been solid this game. 1 goal on 14 shots by the Vegas Golden Knights. Who do you take, Stenberg or McKenna? Obviously McKenna. I wouldn't take Stenberg. McKenna's the better prospect, got the higher ceiling. I think he's the better player right now. And he's also a Canadian boy, where the Toronto Maple Leafs playing a massive Canadian market. They're going to want the Canadian guy. McKenna is the choice. I said it all year long. You guys kind of wavered. You're like, oh, Stenberg's going first. I was like, no, he is not. I think they also told Gavin McKenna they're going to take him number 1 overall. There was a rumor. Oh, my God. Robinson. Oh, my. Carter Hart out to play the puck. He's a little bit out of his net right now. Carolina unable to capitalize. That could have been a disaster by Vegas. Carter Hart was massively aggressive on that play. Eric Robinson got a breakaway. Didn't really get a great shot on that play, but holy shit, that was close. Nikishin. Nice play in his own end. Hands it off to Jackson Blake. Who wins the cup in 27? Oilers. Book it. Back to the blue line now. Vegas is going to get out of the zone. Their fourth line. Trying to generate any sort of offense. Out in front. Oh my. Was that Brett Howden? No, it was Shea Theodore. That puck just skipped over his stick and he was unable to shoot it. Theodore is going to keep the blue line, but Carolina does get it out. Hey, yo, Michelle, thank you for the $10 dono. I'm impressed with Bussi. He was average in Game 4, but he has been much better here in Game number 5. He's not giving up a lot of rebounds. He's making every stop that he's supposed to make. The one goal that beat him, I'm not really blaming it on him. He's been very, very solid tonight. Definitely a much better game than what he had in Game 4. Thank you for the super chat as well. W's in the chat to Michelle. I appreciate it. We have 16:35 remaining in the third. Uh-oh, that is a penalty on Jack Eichel. The Carolina Hurricanes are going to head back to the PP as Eichel is going to spend 2 in the sin bin. Canada can lose, yet they have more fans than Vegas if they lost. I mean, 100%. Hockey's always going to be bigger in Canada than it is in Vegas. Decades in the 80s, even before that, dude, since the NHL was created. Canadian teams dominated. I don't really get the argument because all the teams, like the American teams that win Stanley Cups, they are majority full of Canadian players. Look at Carolina, look at Vegas. What is their number 1 nationality? It is Canadians. So even all these American teams that are winning it, they're mostly filled with Canadians. Tough to hear, I know. Just facts. All right, Carolina, another power play. Bro, if Carolina gets a goal here, it's over. That's game. Gostisbehere now. He's going to walk the line. Slots it off to Aho. In front of the net, rebound. Ooh, that one's going to flick over the net. Jordan Staal was really, really close to scoring one there. Gostisbehere has it on the half wall now. Ghost is looking for some options. He's going to take his time. Carolina has the lead. They don't really have to do much. Yo, locked and loaded is heated that Canada historically is the better market. All these American teams have Canadian players. Deal with it, bud. Suck a cock. You can't accept facts. That's not my problem. Aho. Back to Ghost. Slides it over to Jarvis. Back out in front. What a blast there by your mom's Aho. Good stop by Hart. Ghost at the blue line. Over to Jarvis again. Shane Gostisbehere. Nice give and go with Seth Jarvis. Down low to Taylor Hall. He's going to play it. That is not Taylor Hall, you dummy. That is Andrei Svechnikov. Dear God. Gostisbehere. Jarvis on the 1T. And that is going to hit Carter Hart square in the crest. It is true, the majority of NHL players are from Canada. And all these teams that are winning the Stanley Cups, too. You look at their roster, it's mostly Canadian. The number one nationality is Canadian. Even though they're American teams. Which I don't really understand the argument from all the American hockey fans. Yeah, you guys haven't won a cup since 1993. I'm like, yeah, most of our players now live in America. They play in America. Good job by Marner. He's going to chip that one out. We got 37 seconds to go here on the man advantage by the Canes. You aren't even Canadian anymore? What does that mean? $15 minutes to go. Logan Stankoven. Entering the offensive zone is Taylor Hall. Curl and drag. That one's going to miss the net. 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. Can the Canes keep it in the O-zone? Yes, they can. Rasmus Andersson has been horrific since that trade deadline trade. He's not been great. Taylor Hall going to force one on net there. Good stick in the lane by Mitch Marner. Carolina's going to flick it back, and we are back to even strength. If this game goes to OT, I will be happy. $14-20. Carolina with a nice stretch pass. Canes in 7. Bro, could be Canes in 6. They win this game. They keep the lead here in the third. We'll see what happens. Right in front, centering. Martin Hook. Oh, Jordan Martin Hook. You got to backhand that one on net, brother. Don't take your time like that. You got to think Carolina gets one more. She is over. Barbashev now. Chips that one in the offensive zone. I think I'm done drinking, chat. I'm probably a 3, maybe a 2 out of 10 buzzed. I'm done for the night, though. Barbashev. Down low to Eichel. Nice little give and go there. Jack Eichel. Back to the blue line. Vegas will send it in deep once again. If you're a Vegas fan, you want to see your team get a goal quickly here. Early goal, get back to within 1. And then it's anybody's game, right? And that is icing on the Vegas Golden Knights. Will this go over 4.5 goals? I mean, both teams, they've been over 4.5 now. You mean average, like per team? Stahl should win the Conn Smythe, in my opinion, if Carolina wins. He's putting on a strong effort, man. I would not be shocked. Not be shocked. You can always have one more. One more what? I'm lost. Liquor talking now, Randy. I'm mowing the air. I'm mowing the air, Rand. All right, I'm going to hide that guy from the channel. The internet allows you guys to say and do whatever you want. It's kind of crazy. It's like ha-has in the chat, dude. You're so funny. Just trying to be edgy and cool, yet everybody just fucking laughs and calls you a loser. Sad life. Thor Fire trying to play that puck out in front. Tick-tock. The shit clock's ticking, Rick. Shithawks are in the air. Stankoven is 1-on-3, and he's going to miss the net by a mile. Vegas does get it out of the zone. If only rich people can afford to play youth hockey, how many good players are getting pushed out by money? Oh, a ton, dude. There's so many freak athletes that hockey is not getting due to the cost. Like, you look at basketball, like a LeBron James would never happen in hockey. A broke guy from Akron, Ohio that doesn't have a lot of money they would never succeed in the sport of hockey. I think about it all the time. Like, we are missing out on generational athletes that have the height, the skill, the coordination, and just the sheer athletic ability to succeed in a sport like hockey, but can't play because of the cost. It is way too expensive. Everybody you see in the NHL, they're all rich kids, chat. Like, every single one of these guys grew up with decent amount of money, as that puck is going to be out of play. Love the Trailer Park Boys reference, bro. Trailer Park Boys is the #1 TV show of all time. Greatest show of all time. That's why Canada is screwed. That's US as well, brother. It's just as expensive in the United States. Dumbass. Can't agree more. It is what it is, man. Hockey's only going to get more expensive. The prices are only going to go up. So it's not going to get any more affordable for the guys that would love to play hockey. You hear it all the time, right? There's so many guys that I grew up with that are like, man, I would love to play hockey, but we just can't afford it. It's too expensive. That's why all the NHL stars are getting smaller. They say skill is higher, but money is keeping others out. Money has always kept others out, though. That's nothing new. That's been going on for decades, dude. It's not a new thing where smaller guys are making it. I don't agree with that at all. You on some BS? Me? I'm on some BS because I said hockey is expensive? I don't understand what I said that was a lie. That was untrue. In 2050, someone who wants to play goalie but doesn't play hockey, I'll have to sell my house for one leg pad. Yep. It's not possible, man. You got to have a decent amount of income if you want to put your kid in hockey, especially as a goaltender. Goalie's even more expensive. I think that's somewhat of a reason why Canada cannot have good goaltenders anymore. It's just less and less players signing up to be goalie every single year. The player pool is a lot smaller for goaltenders. American hockey is only influenced by money in the North. That is cap. You are done. Why do you think southern states are winning more? Because they're building better hockey teams. And they also have no state income tax, which is a clear advantage. Vegas, Carolina, Florida, Tampa Bay. It's honestly common sense, but 11:35. We have more grit and more natural talent. Well, your talent is coming from Canada. Look at the last 10 Cup champions. I'm pretty sure all of them were, the highest percentage was Canadian players. So you can cope all you want, but Canada still runs hockey. Icing on the Canes. The southern states are winning because they're building better hockey teams, they're getting better management, and players are starting to realize that the nice weather, the low income tax, is a good place to play in if you are a professional athlete. Talent is coming from Russia and Eastern Europe, you fool. All right, go back in the last 10 Cup champions. Tell me what their highest percentage of nationality was. Go do your research, buddy. Guarantee it's Canada every single time. Why is he trying to find a debate so much? He's been trolling since the beginning of time. He's someone who doesn't get a lot of attention from his parents. So as a 13-year-old on social media, he has to get it from a YouTuber. Because that's the only guy that will pay attention to him, right? Why does hockey players have a lot of money? Because it costs a lot, not only for equipment, but also to put your children into hockey camps, travel hockey, practices, and just rec hockey in general is pretty expensive. Gear is expensive, but that's only half of it, chat. As I think we got a high stick on Chatfield. He definitely got sticked in the face. Vegas might be on the PK. 4-minute double minor. Oh my God. Mark Stone is headed to the sin bin. That might be the death of Vegas, chat. This game might be over. The next 4 minutes is going to be on the PK. Hockey was invented in the UK. Oh my God. This guy is just in his own world, eh? 4-minute double minor. Carolina has so much time to work with. They don't have to force anything right now, chat. This would be the one time I'm okay with them just passing it around, not forcing a shot on net. Jarvis, gonna go cross ice. Aho is gonna fan on that one, and the Vegas Golden Knights are gonna send that one down. 11 minutes to go. Bro just hates Canada. Oh, of course. He's a troll, chat. Pay no attention to the guy. He's seeking the attention and validation of others online. That's got to be sad, right? Oh my God, Jarvis was close to potting that one home. Taylor Hall now. Back to the blue line. Shane Gostisbehere sends it over to Nikolai Ehlers. Back to Ghost up top. 3:05 remaining on the man advantage. So much time, chat. So much time. Why is hockey bigger in Canada than America? I mean, obvious reasons. The colleges are outrageous. What do you mean by colleges? Like the pricing? 10-10 remaining. Carolina, they can just pass it around like the Harlem Globetrotters. The poke check there by Eichel. Stankoven. They got Jankowski on the power play? What? Really? I did not expect that brother to be there. Jackson Blake, good play to Stankoven. Try to slide it across, but the Vegas Golden Knights are going to clear it. Last time Canadian team won the Cup was back in '93. Yes, it was. But you take a look at all the Stanley Cup champions, the biggest nationality on their team is Canadian. And that is still facts. Taylor Hall sifting in the offensive zone with 2 minutes to go here on the power play. Dude, Carolina's PP is trash. Absolutely trash. It's so bad, man. They can't do anything on the man advantage. Good hit there. I think it was Chatfield on Nick Dowd. He got laid out at the blue line. FYI, 19 players from the Knights are Canadian. That's exactly what I mean. They're an American hockey team that mostly has Canadians on the roster. Game is never over till it's over. Yes. Oh my God. Backdoor tap in, and there it is. Andrei Svechnikov will beautifully place that puck in the back of the net. And the Carolina Hurricanes are going to go up by 3. That double minor by Mark Stone just shut down any sort of comeback in this third period. It was a broken play in the slot. And Andrei Svechnikov will tap that one home. 5th career playoff goal. No, that is not right at all. I think 5th career multiple playoff game. Oh my God. What a feed by Nikolai Ehlers. I did not even see that. Ehlers spun on the replay and still got it over to Svech for the tap-in. Wow. That was a beauty of a feed. Carter Hart had no chance on that one. And that's going to dispel any sort of comeback, man. Hockey is a Canadian sport. This dude's just trolling, chat. Don't take anything he says, like, actually seriously. He's just trolling. He's looking for reactions, opinions, and just overall attention. Once you guys treat him as a troll, he becomes slightly less annoying. Because you can't take him seriously, right? Nothing he says is fact or is relevant at all. He's just spewing shit to spew shit. He's trying to get some reactions. He's engagement baiting, as the kids would say. We have currently 8 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this third period. So we will see what... I don't think Vegas is coming back. I'll be honest. I think this game is more than likely over. The Golden Knights have been totally shut down since that first period. It was a back and forth first where both teams were not really great. We'll see Coughlin from the blue line. Good save, Boosie. There's a rebound. That one is going to squirt a little bit wide. Facts are trolling, brother. You have not said a single sentence that resulted in a fact. Everything you have said so far has been opinionated. Not a single fact. Good deflection there, but a great stop by Boosie. 7:27 left to play in the third. You guys just got to laugh at him, chat. Once we laugh at him, he'll eventually leave and just stop showing up. Just laugh at the guy. That'll make him that much more angry. One more goal for my slip. You got money in the game, dude? Canada might have hockey, but the U.S. has baseball, football, which are more popular than hockey ever will be. You're not wrong, Justo. You're not wrong. Baseball is America's pastime, and football is the biggest sport in North America. You guys don't realize, but football is pretty big in Canada, too. Like, the Canadians, they love their football. The NFL and the CFL, they do love their football. Everybody has Super Bowl watch parties. It's big in Canada. Not as big as it is in the United States, but it's still big. He's so angry for no reason. He's just trolling. He's just a typical YouTube live stream chat troll. Potential Boosie legacy game. I'm not going to go that far. I don't think he's been that outstanding to where you can say it's been a legacy game. But he's been good. He has been good. I'm looking for Mitch Marner and Jack Eichel to show up in this game. Eichel had one good play that resulted in a goal. Marner has been an absolute ghost, man. He has not shown up in Game 5. You're saying his name wrong. Is it not Boosie? Is it Bussy? Bussy or Boosie, chat? I don't know. One of the two. Isn't this Boosie's second full NHL game? No, he played in the regular season a lot. He had like a 35-7 record or something. He had a crazy-ass record with Carolina. The bandwagon Linden is back, yet with another logo. Has he switched? He's on Vegas right now, but I'd imagine heading into game number 6, that will be a Hurricanes logo out in front. Marner's not a name that we have heard all night, chat. It's Bussy? All right, I'll say Bussy then. I thought it was Boosie, but... Wait and see for Game 6, Pasta. I will, brother. Don't worry. I'll be waiting and seeing. All right, 7:15 to go. As that is going to be a high sticking. No, hand pass. Hand pass on the play. 23 Aiden Hill would do them a lot of good. 23 Aiden Hill. I'm less of a troll, brother. You lost me at less of a troll. I do not care about your opinion. I just bicker back and forth with you because it's fun. But I don't really take you that serious, like, at all. I know you're trolling. Me and you both know that. Nobody really cares. I just do this for fun. I like a good old-fashioned debate every now and then. A nice back and forth can go a long while. Going Sissons. Slides that one to Brett Howden. Howden in the slot. Good stop there by Bussy. Great save once again. He's been solid, man. He's been very, very solid in this game. Troll alert at Locked and Loaded. You're not wrong. You are 100% correct. You guys realize the less you take him serious, the more he's going to get mad, right? He's just going to seek more and more attention. Kind of how it goes with the trolls. 7:25 remaining. Carter Hart's going to play that puck. Not looking good for the Golden Knights, and Carolina is back out ahead in the shot column. It's 23-18. The Golden Knights have massively slowed down this game. It was looking like a Stanley Cup victory. Good save there, but the rebound will squirt free, and Dorofeyev is going to get the Golden Knights back to within 2 with 6:11 to go in the third period. Boosie made a great stop there, but Doro on the rebound swats it home. Do we have ourselves a hockey game, chat? I don't know. I think if they score one more, it's a game, but I'm not willing to say it yet. Is Carter Hart pooping the bed? He has not been good, no. There's a little bit of light, but Vegas is not near the end of the tunnel right now. If they get another quick one, then I'll say, okay, we got a game. We got to finish. It's still 4-2, though. If only they did not give up that fourth goal, man. That is icing or offside? Pull Hart Tortorella. I don't think he's going to pull him. Bro's giving up 4 goals in every game. Yeah, that's not good. That is not a winning recipe. Are you kidding me? What's wrong, Devs? What is the matter, brother? This is actually a perfect opportunity for me to take my melatonin. Locked and loaded. Just shut the fuck up already, chat. The less attention you give him, the less prevalent he's going to be in the live stream. If you just ignore what he says and act like he's not even here, he's just going to leave. He's going to stop commenting, stop seeking attention, and just leave. He wants that attention. He thrives on the attention. If you had to watch any other sport besides the NHL, NBA. 100% the NBA. I am a very, very big basketball fan. There's only 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third. We'll see if Vegas can do anything. Nick Dowd to the outside now. There's a swing that one out in front. There's a free puck. Oh, my God. How did that not go in? That was so close. You watching the White House card Sunday? Oh, of course, dude. Even if I have to throw it up on live stream for the watch party, I'm 100% doing that. I'm a big combat sports fan. I've missed a UFC pay-per-view since like 2017. It's been a while. We are now under the 5-minute mark of this third period. Vegas got a good opportunity a few seconds ago, but I think there was somebody in front of the net that blocked it. Brayden McNabb has to go back for that loose puck now. Love to hear that. What do you think about your boy Zahabi? I don't know. I think he's going to be a punching bag against Sean as that puck gets deflected at a play. He's got some skills, but he absorbs a lot of damage. Sean's a long, rangy striker. Good footwork, good movement. I think he's just going to pick him from the outside. Probably be like a 30-27 decision. Maybe 29-28. Zahabi's cool, though. He is coached by Faraz, who was famously the head coach of GSP. Not a bad underdog. Tough dude. He is tough, yeah. Those fights are insane, though. Especially the last two. Pereira gone and then Topuria Gaethje. Oh, buddy. The White House in the background. It's going to be sick. Ever since they announced they were doing a fight on the lawn of the White House last year, I was so excited. I'm not even American, but I was excited. I love seeing cool spectacles like that. Like boxing just had a fight at the Egyptian pyramids not that long ago, a few months ago. And then last year they did a fight at Times Square in New York City. I love the spectacles. The crazier, the better. GSP might go for Montreal. I'm not impressed by your performance, but I look forward to fighting you in the near future. The one thing I am not, I am not a coward. 250 UFC on the White House is crazy. It's going to be amazing, man. The fights are great. The aura in the arena and just the backdrop of the White House, it's going to be amazing. People like to hate just to hate. It's going to be a spectacle. What is my opinion on the Jake Paul-Anthony Joshua fight back in December? I mean, it was cool seeing Jake Paul get his jaw broken. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. He had no shot in that fight, chat. No shot at all. Anybody that knew fighting knew that. It was a spectacle. That was more so a circus fight than anything. The Sphere sucked balls. I thought the Sphere was cool. Oh my God. I thought it was cool. 4:35 remaining in the third. We'll see what happens here. Not a lot of time for Vegas to work with here. They're down by 2, so they would need a quick one as Jack Eichel makes a bad pass and everybody's got to regroup. One of the rare people who likes Jake Paul. I don't dislike him anymore. He's done a lot more than I ever thought he would. So I got to give him some respect. He's cringe and all that, but Making money. Hanifin with a shot. That one goes wide. He's done some pretty big things, man. To have those level of gates and the pay-per-views he's had. Rebound. Oh, my God, Mark Stone. You were so close to getting your team back to within one. Fuck. Vegas is pushing here, chat. Late in the third. 3:45 to go. Uh-oh. Carolina's going to escape. 3-on-2 the other way. Stankoven drops it off to Hall. Hall over to Blake. Curl and drag. That one's going to miss the net. Noah Hanifin just lets that puck go by. Throw some balls. What is my team? The Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, Vegas has not really showed up, chat, in this game. Especially their Conn Smythe favorite in Mitch Marner. He's been a ghost. He has done absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. 3:10 remaining in the third. I got to be up at 4:45 a.m. tomorrow. I got to wake up early tomorrow, too. I'm getting my winter tires taken off of my car. I think at like 10 a.m. I got to wake up at 9. Not horrible. Hopefully it doesn't last too long, though. Get my summer tires on there, and then we'll be good. Only Dorofeyev has shown tonight. Chat, you guys smell that? I smell a bonfire right now. Smells good, though. It does smell very, very good. You still got your winter tires on, goddamn? Yeah, it took a while to get in. I booked an appointment like a month ago. It was just really like backed up for a while. So the nearest date was tomorrow. I'm not worried anyways. I don't really drive my car many places. So I'm not really wearing down the winter tires. Not that bad. 2:55 remaining. The Golden Knights are going to need a goal early on. There goes Carter Hart. He's gone to the bench, chat. He's gone to the bench. An extra attacker is out there on the ice. Everyone don't give Locked and Loaded any attention. I'm not giving him any. Not at all. He gets none from me. We got a strong finish here down the stretch. I do not give a shit about some random-ass loser in the chat. Don't care. I'm locked into this hockey game right now. Although I cannot get over the smell of a bonfire. It smells so good, man. What'd I do to be out there right now, that bonfire? Jack Eichel's going to dump that puck in deep. Carolina faithful are on their feet. That puck was deflected out of play, though. It's not over till it's over. This game is over. I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news. But I have a very hard time seeing Vegas score 2 here late in the third. How do I feel about Oilers possibly hiring Mike Babcock? I don't like it. Not only due to the fact that he's a scumbag human being, I think he's overrated as a coach too. So, I wanted Bruce Cassidy. I don't think they're going to hire Babcock though, chat. Because the NHL will only investigate if they already hire him and sign him to a deal. And then there is a possibility that Edmonton would have no head coach after that. The NHL could just say, yeah, he's not coaching. So I don't think they're going to sign him. I do not think he will be hired. All right. Who is that guy? I know his name. The assistant coach for the Golden Knights. He's got some French name. He coached the World Juniors not that long ago. Oh, I forget his name. Do I bet? I do not bet, no. Like, probably top 3 worst feelings in life is losing money, in my opinion. So I don't really bet. I hate losing money. It's not really for me. All right, 2:13 to go. 2:13 to go. I won't get a free Tim's tea till October now. You shouldn't be drinking tea anyways. Fuck tea, fuck coffee. Get off the caffeine. Get off the Tim Hortons. Jack Eichel. Over to Shea Theodore. Fire one on net. There's a rebound. Jordan Stahl is going to clear it though. The Carolina Hurricanes have just iced the puck. Never mind. No. It's a penalty kill. It is 6-on-4 right now. No icing on the play. Jack Eichel, full head of steam the other way. Eichel in, sliding it to the middle. Good defensive play there by the Canes. Back to the blue line of Marner. Mitch, hesitating. Fires one back door. Mark Stone couldn't get a full piece on that. Eichel, over to Theodore now. Good block shot by Jordan Staal, the captain throwing his body on the line. Jack Eichel taking his time, tees up Shea Theodore, and that puck is going to spring off the post. And Brandon Bussi will make the sprawling stop to keep this game deadlocked at 2. Deadlocked at 2. It'll keep the Carolina Hurricanes with a multi-goal advantage. What a save by Bussi. Oh my. Vegas just can't hit the net. That was a juicy rebound. Bussi got over there quickly with his pad. And he made that stop. It was close. It was close, chat. We got ourselves a strong finish here. Under 90 seconds. 80 seconds to go. Buster Boss. Bussi. Here we go. Vegas wins the draw. Mark Stone. Oh, Mark Stone. You should have slid it across, buddy. I know you didn't see him, but Tomas Hertl was wide open. Door 5 with a one-timer. Good block there by Miller. DeAndre Miller throwing his body on the line, and then he clears it down the ice. What a wonderful play by Keandre Miller. What is my opinion on Don Sweeney ruining the Bruins? I don't really care, to be honest. Dominic Ducharme is the name I'm thinking of. Yes, Ducharme. He coached Canada at the World Juniors the last couple seasons. Carolina, good chip there by Jarvis. Can he be first on the puck? Seth Jarvis trying to bat that one in. Oh, unfortunately, it was too far ahead of him. We only got 30 seconds to go. It does not look good for Vegas, chat. They're down by 2. It's not going to happen. The Carolina Hurricanes, full hats off to them. They have fought their way back into the series after falling down 2-1. They are going to take a 3-2 series lead and put the Vegas Golden Knights for the first time in the postseason on the brink of elimination. As Game 6, Sunday night in Vegas, will have the Stanley Cup in the building for the first time as the Hurricanes are 1 win away from finally completing the goal of becoming Stanley Cup champions. That was a solid effort. They fell down early on 1-0, clawed their way back just like they did in the series. And now they got to go on the road, win a road game, and potentially win the Stanley Cup. We are going to be going live, chat, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you haven't done it already. If your subs are on public, they will pop up on the live stream on the screen. Join our Discord. The link is pinned in the chat. It was a good game. We're back tomorrow. Probably take Saturday off, and then Sunday night, game number 6. Back in Vegas with Lord Stanley in the building. I appreciate you guys coming out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night. And until next time. Don't be silly.